going live.
Trey going to be?
He didn't say anything, so I assume no.
No, Tigger's the best character.
Anyway,
He wasn't gonna cause us to die.
we're live here. Greg, I have a job for you.
Yes.
Recap the last session to the best of your ability.
Well, you see, I had to drag these two losers back around looking for this guy, looking for suspects and connections to this, terrorist organization. So, after a bit of just wasting our time, I put two and two together and we immediately caught our suspect.
yeah. All right, yeah, that was a great recap. Tons of details.
That was a great recap.
If anybody else wants to recap, they get a point of inspiration. So probably Jesse, because Justin already has one.
I already have one.
All right, sounds good. So basically, where we left off, well, where I came in, they basically explained the situation. Why Cat and the other dude just went somewhere else to explore something else. The lead we went for was sorry.
No, they're getting pulled away. I guess we'll.
Sorry, there was food.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, where we left off was we got three leads. One was an inn. One was the goblin that stayed at an inn, I think.
The goblin that stole the jewelry.
Or
yeah,
stole jewelry. From
they've discovered that it wasn't jewelry that she stole from the embassy. It was something else.
It was important information.
The power of racism. We used him as a lead.
Yeah. So the players, they, all these guys, they were like, all right, we're gonna try to track down this goblin that stole her knapsack and ran away.
We also heard about a dude, a man with long gray hair, that was following. He was asking about this goblin.
Yeah, everywhere they went to investigate the goblin, they were an hour or two behind somebody else who matched the description of the person who probably was fired the darts into New Lhasa.
Yeah. And so first we went to the hotel, which they heard from this dude who was posing as a watchman, a Sharn watchman, and he was injured from something.
Yeah.
So
and this was the inn where the goblin was staying.
Yeah, so we got a lead to go to a wizard man from the academy. I don't remember what it's called.
Moorgrave
University?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Moorgrave.
Moorgrave, yeah.
An emergency contact, essentially, that he had left.
It turns out this guy was a upstanding doctor person, from what we've heard from
student. We don't know if he is upstanding necessarily.
He sounded like a pretty good, well-liked person. But anyway, we went to the professor after classes basically, and he was we didn't he talks to this one lady quite often. I haven't heard from him in a bit. Hope he's not in trouble basically. And then we went to the one lady who's at first was kind of she tried to say that she didn't see this person and doesn't know anything about them from what had happened yesterday, I think.
Just a clarifying detail, she saw him. She was lying and saying that she hadn't seen him after the incident.
And by him, they mean the goblin doctor.
Yeah.
Just to
yes,
be clear.
Yeah, so it was kind of sussy. So like, then we made the connect. So at first, like I was just like, okay, this person probably has more information. But then Greg made the connection that like the dude was probably going to show up like in a bit. So we decided to wait on him and we tried to arrest him, but then he attacked us, and we needed to, do our civil duty and defend ourselves. And this person,
Next
I don't
May,
remember,
we were able to capture the perk and destroy it.
and then he died.
Alive or, yeah, I was about to say alive or dead.
They captured him
We
alive.
captured the perk.
He was
We
alive.
captured the perp alive,
alive,
but
yeah.
at the cost of Lars's neck, which got carved out basically.
He was
In
fine
one hot-
afterwards. He
Yeah,
was
Lars
fine.
got fucking dunked on.
He was fine.
He got hit. He got beat in one fucking attack, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of
Guy
nutty.
had the claws. Had a bunch of menacing
We had
claws.
one more
which,
guy, I would have been able to steal the final kill.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we used sleep to knock him out, I think, and then we just like
yeah,
banged his
Justin
head.
clutched that.
Yeah, and then they drop kicked him and made sure he wouldn't get up.
Yeah. Yeah. So we took him in, and then we learned that he was sent by the mayor.
Mayor of Nettles. The mayor of
Yeah.
Nettles, not the actual mayor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And
The mayor.
there was
Yeah.
some saucy shit, some need to know basis shit, and apparently the King's Citadel wasn't on the need to know on that.
Yeah.
That's
At
not
least
true.
that's what he claimed.
We're the King Citadel. Everything's our need to know.
Well, apparently not from this dude's perspective. So we're going to
Yeah,
need to.
basically.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go correct that perspective.
You guys
Yeah,
right now
also
are
he
still
was
in a
just
cell with
like-
this with the man you captured. His name is Killian Creed.
Yeah.
He's in a cell underneath the King Citadel.
There's also a bunch of other
And
like
he's just
little.
like, wham, wham,
stuff.
my rights. I should get a lawyer right now.
Yeah, he did.
Basically told him,
He
fuck
did.
your rights.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But anyway, they also like assigned 4 other police officers to like look into some things. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
you
remember
you
there
got
being,
some leads from that. We can go over that.
We're gonna go to the restaurant. 6 p.m. We're going to the Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah.
You get just saying.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions about what has happened in the past? Or additional
Basically,
clarifications?
I'm just trying to remember like the 4 things we assigned the police officers to look into.
Well, luckily for
because
you,
I
I
can't-
wrote them down.
Uh,
All right, so you look.
Okay.
You
pretty
asked
sure it
them
was
to.
Claws, the Claw Man. We were looking
Which
for
one
the
did?
receipts, docs, because docs are important. Like basically the wharf guys, I'm pretty sure, which they did give us that information. And then
Alright.
some other 4th thing.
Yeah.
What was it, Alex?
Okay, so the first
Oh,
thing
we
you
also-
wanted. Okay, the first thing you guys looked into, or had somebody look into, it was an apothecary related to the initials DW, which you did find something matching that connection, and then you asked them to look into. You did ask them to look into like the Diorn Feldman, the Silvor, like the thing written on the back of the receipt, and they weren't able to find anything relating to that really. Now, in addition to that, nobody looked into this, but you just like asked somebody at the Citadel. On the back of the receipt one of the things written on it was the family wharf with the family capitalized, and you learn that the family is it's a new criminal syndicate in Sharn, which came from the city of Flamekeep. Is their like origin point, based on intelligence currently. So the family wharf is probably like one of the docks that the family has ownership over currently.
Man, West Coast loading your website takes a little longer. I mean,
Oh yeah. The server is in New York, so
It makes a lot of sense.
yeah, that's funny.
I had to download a bunch of stuff. Otherwise,
there-
fine.
There's also like two guys that like apparently knew them like as accomplices.
Oh yeah. She in her she had a bail notice, and it was for like being like an accomplice in criminal activities. And the criminals that she was accused of being an accomplice to, you have their current where they're being held right now, which is in a reformatory.
In what
Also,
section?
From the lady, we got information that the Bormores are related to like not related, but they're
They're putting the
they're
goblin
holding the putting the goblin guy up. We don't know where though.
He went to the Bormar for protection, basically.
protect. Yeah.
And he's being hidden probably. So that's a lot of info. That's a lot of leads. We can go over them again. But right now, if you guys have any more questions for Killian Creed as he sits in a cell after Greg smacked him with a glove a couple times.
I think
forgot
we're
about
fine.
that.
Yeah, I think we're fine right now.
Okay.
We can come back to that later.
It's currently...
yeah, I guess
Recap, because I forgot everything.
Alright,
got
well...
that's true.
Fair.
But yeah, I guess we would go back to what's our boss's name? Dill?
Stover Delft. You can just call him Stover.
Okay.
Wyatt gets back from buying company donuts for everybody wherever he was going.
Got a bit of a discount.
Oh, you wanted donuts? Yeah, I got dog nuts.
How do you make a mistake?
Goblins sell them all the time in the lower wards. I don't know. I thought it was a little weird, but
Oh, okay. I'll have one if that's all right.
Oh,
It's
Do you
just
mean
a
like
name.
actual dog testicles?
Wait,
No,
I
no,
don't know.
no,
I
no.
didn't ask. I didn't ask the goblin. I just
They're
was
a
asking
they're like this large sort of like roly poly that lives in the temperate climate down here near Sharn. They're killed and rolled up in a little
So-
ball. They taste amazing to some. It's an acquired taste.
So what kind of
And
creature
new
is?
experiences, eats one.
yeah, no.
How do you think Barnaby would feel about eating this ethnic dish, quote unquote?
it's a bug, but it's closer to like a mollusk.
Yeah. That's a good description. Yeah.
I would say that Barnaby is open to new things
Okay.
as one of his defining character traits.
Gotcha.
You know what? I think I'm pretty
Unique
like,
flavor, but
What kind of people eat these?
Goblins.
Goblins.
They,
Okay,
a lot. They're more common in Dargoon.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll just try a little bit, not like too much, you know.
Yeah, dog nuts is actually just a goblin word. I don't know what it translates. Like, there's not a good translation.
All right. It's good to know.
Doc nuts.
Then we would explain the stuff that we just did to
Yeah.
Cad. Found out.
And now Cat is caught up. It's currently like 7:30 p.m. You guys can call it a day here if you want and long rest before moving forward, or you can keep on keeping on. Up to you.
Call it a day and long rest. I feel like I've done a ton today.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Carrying
you
you
look
guys
like you.
the whole way, you know.
Yeah, I feel you, Cad. I feel you. We'll try our best.
Yeah. Those.
Yeah, so I guess we take a long rest.
Also, it's going to be hard to get anywhere with our leads when it's too late at night. Unless we're sneaking into any places, but I don't think we really need to at this particular point in time.
All right.
Yes, agreed.
You guys return to your assigned living chambers nearby the King's Citadel, and you go to sleep. It's a great time
Hell
for
yeah.
everyone.
Especially cards.
Oh yeah, baby. It is now
Hey, you can sleep.
8 a.m. on the 2nd of Nim.
Nice.
You, I guess, you guys meet up at the King's Citadel, and you are called into Stover Delph's office, as you usually are.
Sounds good.
Look, you guys did excellent work yesterday. Catching the killer already.
Thank you.
Although it would seem that this was, how should I say it? Not something to prosecute. Now, the man you captured in here, I gotta tell you, Killing Creed, it was according to his testimony, this is all just a big misunderstanding, and, my boss ordered his release.
Okay, we need more information than that.
Well, like he said to you, he's working for the mayor of the Nettles. There's a mayor for each section of the city, running
What is it?
independently
We said
each
if we
portion.
asked the mayor, we'd get more information.
Oh
We want
yeah,
more
I'm sure.
information.
You can arrange a meeting with. I can arrange a meeting with him if you want me to. Well, there's the Lord Governor Ashan, who oversees all the mayors of the different districts, and then there's the mayors who are for. You need individual mayors for each district of the general city. I'm not saying this very well. But the man you captured was released, and I've got orders from above that you're to not investigate into the Dr. von Recklinghausen anymore. That'll be handled by McBannon's men. Due to the nature of what was stolen and what that goblin probably has. I'm not happy about this, mind you. But they're orders from above.
All
So,
right.
Then what, pray tell, is our current assignment?
Well, I want you to find Gale. That's always been the assignment. The Recklinghausen apparently isn't related to that at all.
Insight check.
Yeah, sure, roll insight.
All right. Where is this? Wait, what did
He's talking to you in the same cadence he's always talked to you in. He's kind of like scowling. He's pissed off a little bit about this. Because he doesn't, it's kind of bullshit that you're getting interfered with in this investigation.
All right.
It's prevented you from being possibly fully successful. Now, he says this in a bit of a whisper. I don't believe that quite. Look, our goal here is to get Gale. If you so happen, accidentally, he makes big quote marks, to happen across the doctor, incidentally, in your investigation into other matters, I don't see how they can prosecute us for that necessarily.
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
Other game.
And I want to know what was in those papers.
Okay. I mean, we'll see.
Sure, a great deal
We'll
of many
definitely
people
keep
would
that in
like to see
mind.
what's in those papers.
It's not very often the King Citadel doesn't get to know something in this city, or in this country. I figured I'd know, even if you didn't. But if we can gain access to this, I can leverage this into a promotion. I'll be up front.
Would be a great
Well,
thing to happen.
And if I get promoted, you all get promoted. Sort of. You know,
Alright.
you guys are under the guy who becomes the chief inspector. Instead of, assistant inspector, which I am right now.
Right.
I'd like to speak
Yes.
to the manager.
Anyway,
alright, well,
it looks like
fine, but
you guys have
Gale
a
is-
good number of leads. First of all, you can visit the Nilas's place of work / residence. I think it was actually perhaps both recently. Under the man whose bail, who posted her bail. That's in a factory in the lower Dura. You can also, she frequented the Thinking Man's Tavern on Cliffside. Look into that too, maybe. Although I don't know how buzzing that'll be in the morning. You can look accidentally, with quotation marks, of course, into the doctor's location. You said he was with the Bormar. That's a sticky situation there. Good luck. And you can also look into who she was accused of being an accomplice to. In the Galanda Reformatory. Their names are Ford Sorghum, he's a shifter, and Travis Starter, who's a Koravar half-elf.
Huh, interesting.
Under charges of grand larceny. Which is theft, if you didn't know that.
Hermes.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But yes, those seem like good leads. Which one do you want? Which would you like, team?
Fuck, dude. Justin doesn't know.
Okay, can you list them
I
in
forgot
like the
one.
chat or something?
You can also look into the apothecary. Yeah, I'll list them. I'll put them in
Yeah,
notes.
just like know
One,
from like sec-
I guess like the Niska's apothecary. 2, Thinking
Also, I'm
Man's
so-
Tavern. 3, Dr. von Recklinghausen's location. 4, criminal accomplices at the Galanda Reformatory. And then 5, Nilasa's place of work / residence. Okay, there's your leads that you have currently that you could probably look into.
Okay,
The choice is
Yeah,
yours.
Thinking
You have total freedom in this
Yeah,
investigation.
about this logically, the people that he bought the stuff from the apothecary, so that doesn't necessarily mean that they would know why. The Thinking Man's Tavern has probably been scrubbed over. Like, the people involved had probably, like, either she took whatever she needed that could have been implicit out of the place, or someone else did. Recklinghausen. It's just a hard thing to actually get information on. Accomplices don't have any reason to actually tell us.
Well, that's what interrogation's for.
That's what arresting is for, yeah.
Yeah. And Nilasa's place of work / residence.
I'll be
Probably
honest.
pretty similar.
My vote is to
first.
go to Nilasa's place of work and residence. Probably her residence first, and then her job.
They the same, Alex?
Yeah, she you know that she actually lived in like a residence quarters above the factory she worked in. Like she
Even easier.
yeah. So, you can go there as a 2-for-1 deal.
I think that's just kind of like a freebie information grab.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
Yeah,
good
that's fair.
place to start for good detective work. I agree with
fair.
the captain's assessment that the tavern probably isn't going to be a good option until later in the day.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I think that you can definitely start with Nilasa's place of work and then work our way from there. Perhaps more information from the many other inquiries we've made, the people we haven't, the people we have asked to do stuff for us could point us in more directions depending.
Alrighty.
Let's just start off with Nilasa's.
You go onward to an alchemical factory for which Nilasa worked.
All right. We're going to where she worked. Okay,
Yeah, we're going to 5 first.
sure. Where's that on like the map? Is that like?
You shall learn quickly. It is in the lower sections of the city, in the Dura, right here, which
Yeah,
is generally where production facilities are located. It is generally
Yeah.
a place of lower class, especially in the
You guys will
lower
not
Dura.
believe this. I literally got the dog nuts a block away from this place.
That you did! Many a goblin lives in this section of the city. Let me put
I
a
give
marker
a-
on here.
I give a thought and prayer.
Boom.
I give a thought and prayer to I can't remember the dude's name. What's the dog's name?
Oh, the dog nuts.
Yeah, well,
Oh, Cat's
The dog-
dog?
no,
He
dog-
didn't.
Oh
didn't
yeah,
name
oh
his
yeah.
dog.
Oh no, he named it Rudy. It's
Yeah,
Rudy the
that's right,
dog.
Rudy.
Yeah. Yeah, thought and a prayer to Rudy, indeed. Very
Yeah,
tragic
dude.
what happened to them.
Very tragic and avoidable. But, you know.
It was pretty much unavoidable. Unfortunately. Anyway, this is a pretty seedy part of the city. You guys are walking through here. It's very early in the morning, 8:30 a.m.
I just
Working
keep my
man's
sword.
hours.
Yeah, this is working man's hours. You see, there's a lot of foot traffic through the city here. You know, most smart people look out for pickpockets when the crowds are this large.
Keep eyes up for pickpockets.
Yeah.
We have valuables on us. We're government officials.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, are you guys gonna go here in uniform, or are you gonna go undercover, maybe?
Slap my chest and go into my plain clothes.
Okay.
I need to get me one of those.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I'd probably wear like a cloak over the uniform. you
Okay.
know, so I can like
Switch
unfurl
between.
it if like I need to.
Yeah. What about Barnaby and Lars?
I'd probably wear my street clothes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be wearing my nice, fashionable, fancy clothes.
All right. Yeah. So you guys go in plain clothes to a factory, in the foundation, which is a section with a lot of like above ground foundries and factories. House Caneth owns a lot of the land here. Where you're going though isn't owned by them. You pass by quite a few like rowdy crowds. They're probably protesting like something. You see the doors as you get closer to Heward's Alcahest factory. You see that one of the factories across the block, or just down the street, maybe by a 2-minute walk, has some like there's a large crowd surrounded around there. It's got a decent amount of Warforged and old woman. Odd combination, but they seem angry about something, and the doors are locked. Chained with iron padlocks 3 times over. And there's some burly guards surrounding the doors.
So this is the place, right?
But you make your way to the to Heward's factory, and there is no crowd angrily surrounding this place. There are a couple of guards, humans, that stand outside the factory.
All right.
You are at the base of the tower here, which has been expanded upon to allow for a little extra room for production purposes. Down here, the streets are pretty cramped.
Oh, okay. So there are people around. Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of people around. You're basically butt to butt with a lot of people.
During this, could I like I don't know, keep an eye on my like stuff?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
My,
If any of you want to, roll perception to make sure that you don't get like get got. Nobody steals your shit.
yeah.
As
Like,
you walk
I've
through
left
here.
a lot of my valuables. Like
Okay,
at
that's
my
fair.
home. But, like, yeah, I will
Wow.
still.
15.
Yeah, with the 15, you look out for yourself and others. Occasionally, you see people like shift glances at you, but you're able, like, you get the sense that they can tell that you're not some like bumbling tourist who they can take
Joy.
advantage of. So you get through the city safely.
I'm gonna do my best to look cool.
Greg, you look so roll performance. You look pretty cool.
Okay.
You finger gun people along the way. People smile back at you. Sometimes.
On that one, it would have been like the Spider-Man moment.
Yeah,
where he
literally.
gets-
True.
Anyway, you stand outside this factory, from which you smell a waft of something rather acidic.
All right.
Acid.
So yes,
My God, there's acid in there.
I believe you're right. And I guess we would go up to the guards to like
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
I will say, as we're walking up to the guards, I am going to tap my chest and shift my clothes into my uniform.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. You tap your chest. You shift back into uniform.
I'll let you take point, Jesse. I just want to have some official presence.
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Yeah, so I would just say to the guards,
What's your business?
greetings. Well, we have some official business as I like
Oi.
subtly unveil my my badge underneath the cloak, basically like uniform, like Wyatt just did.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I see.
You had an employee that was here, and we were hoping to look into it.
Well, what employee? You should talk to the manager, Heward. He'll be on the second floor in his lab. I can take you to him.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah. I'll take you up. And he opens the doors and leads you all in. You see inside of here, like a very like a decently large like warehouse factory area. Hundreds of people are in the I guess like the floor, like the working grounds, operating lots of factory equipment and like magical machines, which seem to be working on, as Cad so aptly predicted, acidic substances that are being like combined with each other, moved from one area to another, like one like I guess like large container into another one. This seems to be a sort of like chemical factory.
Mm-hmm.
As you get led upstairs,
Right,
do you want to do something?
I roll a history or nature check to determine what kind of chemicals are made here, or whatever.
Sure.
I'd basically just want to, like, I don't know, take a look around to see if anyone reacts to, CAD in full uniform and stuff.
Yeah. Alright, with a 20,
120.
Justin. What was that? History or nature?
The plus is both. It's the same.
Okay, but what skill do you want to use? Because that'll change what I tell you.
I would say nature.
Alright, yeah, with a nature check, you can tell, you see specifically some substances you're familiar with from past work, random, in your studies in Moorgrave, you did a couple alchemical classes. One of the main things here is the titular alkahest, which is sort of like a chemical weapon that can be used to corrode metals or stones, and has to be operated with great care. You see, great care is indeed being taken. In addition, they seem to be making other material like adhesives and
Wasn't glue?
yeah, basically glue. But
Alright.
on an industrial scale, like something that'll like stick metals to one another without having to have a bunch of screws.
Yeah.
As well as various other, just like random chemicals that are useful in other factories for production. Like there's a lot of chemicals you need to, I guess, just like process metals properly. There's now alkahest. It can be used as a weapon, but it's also used as a way of like chemically cleaning stuff too, if you need to do that in like a more diluted form.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation can't clean everything.
Yeah, like if
I was just
hard
joking.
stuff, I'd imagine that would be better with alkahest.
But this just seems to be a general like chemical factory, basically.
Okay.
All right.
You get taken upstairs.
So-
You walk by a room full of cots where you see a couple workers taking a big nap-a-roo.
Mm-hmm.
A luxury seldom given to workers here. And eventually, you're brought into you go up to like the second floor, overlooking this whole factory. You can see everybody working. Lots of like glowing, lots of like large cauldrons or like large like cylindrical containers, which while capped, you can see there's stuff glowing out of like the little tiny cracks on the top. The smell in here is very distinct. It's like smelling a mix of bleach and burnt toast.
You can put those in the closet. Where all the ammo is.
Okay. Burnt toast.
And you're brought into. Oh, great. I'm getting talked over by Greg getting talked to.
Alright.
Sorry. You get brought into his laboratory. You see a man of like a medium build. He's got a short buzz cut, wearing a a couple of goggles and a black lab coat surrounding him. He's hunched over by his table and he's mixing a couple of vials of stuff. The guard calls out to him, Heward, this is the King's Citadel. They wish to talk to you about someone working here. They didn't tell me who. Will that be good? Yes. Let them in. Hello.
Howdy.
What are you here for?
Hi.
He sort of just like slaps the little vials into his I guess like stand-up holders, spins his chair around, and just he kicks off the table and still sitting in his seat, slides over to you all, awkwardly stopping himself on a table near you.
Well, sir, we're here to talk to you about the employee that the god mentioned. They
Yes?
went by the name, I can't remember her name. Nasala?
Nilasa. It was very
Lisa?
close.
Yeah,
Lhasa.
Varna would have remembered. but,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Nilasa?
what can
What
you-
of her? She didn't come in today.
Yeah.
Nor yesterday.
Yes, she has been involved in something quite grave,
Oh,
and
did she kill someone?
we
That would be grave.
Well, it's not her that did killing this time.
Oh.
She's passed, yes.
Oh, by the host. Hey. That is tragic.
I mean,
And explain.
there's more to the story, yes.
As you're talking to him, he looks at you, Lars. Are you... Do you know my uncle?
Yeah.
Oh. I knew you must have. You look so similar to him. I've never seen someone with the same, I guess, skin-like qualities. Oh, you must apologize. Is there... He takes off his goggles. Sorry, I these goggles, they see through some things.
Let's just say I got it used.
You
That's
got your
funny.
skin used?
Yes, what does that mean?
Where do you
Laz?
get your skin from?
Let's talk about this later.
Yeah,
No,
yes.
actually, that sounds really concerning. Where do you get your skin from, Lars?
Now, we can't talk about this right now in front of a random stranger.
No, you can talk about it
Yes.
with me. You see, my uncle, he was assassinated 50 years ago,
Okay.
and he came back,
What?
good as new,
Wait, what?
stored in a morgue, and now, he's not. He was good as new. He's not very healthy now. I was wondering if you'd have talked to him recently, or
It's a lot to take in, I'm sorry.
I bought this, and apparently had a previous owner, which is why I got it for so cheap compared to.
oh,
the
you mean
custom
your
market value.
cosmetics? Oh well,
Yes.
I'm not worried about that. I just
Wait, is he asking me about the cosmetics?
he's asking you about your actual appearance as
Oh, yeah.
as like the pale skeleton man.
He has goggles that lets him see through your magic ability.
Well, I have had a return, but I didn't really. I had a near-death experience, but I don't really see how. Is he like referring to a family member of mine?
Of his,
Of his.
He just had an uncle that went through a similar experience.
yeah.
This is just a tragic injury.
My
I
uncle,
didn't-
he
Not like I saw him on the way up or something.
There's a reason I bring this up. My uncle, he had a vision. As I don't know if you know him, but his name is Navard Seckham. He's known as a sky seer. Some say they're superstitious, but others take his words as practically gospel. I don't know what to believe, but this one I think is a bit pertinent, perhaps. He told me just last week that he saw in the stars in the ring of Sybaris that an adopted daughter would blindly ride the wind to her demise. He said it felt close to me.
That's concerning.
What the fuck?
So I'm guessing that you think Nilasa was adopted?
Well, I know she was. Taken in by that granny at the Thinker's Tavern, initially. She didn't have any parents that came with her here. It's not very often an elf, pure-blooded, lives among the Five Nations.
Can you post that, please, in the notes?
Yeah. Here's the vision that his uncle, or like I guess not the vision, but the interpretation
This
of a
is
vision
a weird
by
thing
his
to
uncle.
just randomly say straight to some people.
Well, I assumed you had heard of him. My uncle? Oh, well, you see, during the war, he was, how should I say this?
Suffered an accident?
No, he didn't suffer an accident, I believe, at least in my father's opinion, and his own. You see, he was, during the war, as I'm sure you all lived through, before the reign of King Bornel Irwainan, who was it's a great improvement upon the last one, I must say, his father. The culture of this nation, of this city, it was rather pro-war. It felt necessary to everyone. It was without question. You joined the war to save not only the nation, but all of Corvair. He wrote some almanacs, some pamphlets that spread like wildfire, decrying, just disputing the necessity of the horrors in the war. He was killed in his home. Some believe, at least. Officially, it was an accident. Food poisoning. But,
Tragic food poisoning. Which really attracts bad chefs.
Here's the insane part. He died. He was in a morgue for 3 days. And then he just woke up. His skin was never the same. He had a rather ghoulish appearance.
These days. They always pronounce
Much like yours.
Dead. They pronounce me dead, supposedly. Bullshit.
But after he awoke, he saw things in the rings of Sybaris, in the skies. He became obsessed with them over time. It's hard to talk to him without, him mentioning that sort of thing. But it's been occasionally useful for me and my family. I think there is some truth in what he sees. Although not everything he says comes to pass, as far as I can tell.
Are you?
But what do I know? I'm not omnipotent. I'm not omnipotent. Perhaps they do. Yeah, prophecies. One might say.
That seems a little superstitious, even as a practicer of magic.
Oh, I know it's superstitious. A bit. I mean, I've never met anyone else able to, that even claim to have.
Believe in superstition?
There are people that claim to know the future and everything, but I think he might actually have some. People write him off too easily.
Are you sure?
Is he?
Are you sure he's not just leaking government conspiracies if they come to pass? He just has insider knowledge.
This man lives in the hills outside the city. If he had a connection to the government, it would be a strange one. I'll say that much.
That would mean that he is just that good. Or people just think he is some random paper pusher who has no power.
Yeah, we would need to see
Works in
more.
mysterious ways, Lars.
Regardless, you look a lot like him, sir.
I can assure you who I am. I am Lars, last name Tokenavant.
Lars Venrick.
Wait.
Lars Ven.
Fendrick from Dark Souls. Cool.
Exactly.
Venrick, not Vend. You sounds like you put a D in there.
Anyway, I was close to Nilasa, if you want to know about her. I was her boss, after all.
Anything you could tell us?
Well, I always had some she was rather, how should I say this? Energetic about workers' rights. Now, you see, Kenneth does not treat people nearly as well as I do in this establishment. I have good wages, 3 silver a day. That's as good as you'll get anywhere.
What's this
work like this,
dude's name, by the way?
3 gold a day. Oh, my name, Heward Seckham.
Heward, okay.
Heward. Yes. And, where was I? Oh, yeah, Nilasa. She always talked about, she's not from here necessarily. She has always lived a bit of an orphaned life, as far as I know. She was born parentless in the Eldeen reaches. And before I hired her, she lived a life of crime. I tried to, reform her, as I do many people here. She was talented, smart, kind to everyone. The more people I can give a good life here, the better. Through work and the wages I could give them.
Right. Can you think of anyone that maybe you saw in the last meeting, any friends of hers that maybe were outside of work?
Oh, she had lots of friends outside work. They usually met up at the that one tavern on the cliffside.
Thinking Man's Tavern?
Yes, it's just down the take the stairs down here. It's in the ship's towers.
Oh, it's close by.
Yeah. It's not known for people very loyal to your crown, I must say. They're full of, in my estimation, a bunch of pretentious nerds.
Hey, I know that place.
They think they're everything. All they do is talk about abstract philosophy. I'm here working on concrete theory, concrete matters that will actually help people, that pushes the world forward. Whatever.
Insight check to see if he's up his own ass.
Sure. I mean, it's up to you if you think he's up his own ass.
I want to pretend that I want to get on his good side and pretend like I'm an intellectual to him.
Okay.
Without actually knowing anything.
How would you like to do that?
Deception.
Okay. Roll deception to say oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. These people they don't value
they don't value our
practical science side.
Oh yeah, our academic acumen. Yeah.
I must say, you have met my uncle, right? I mean, you
Have I met his uncle?
No.
Okay. I haven't. I mean, I'm not exactly. I kind of look like anyone else who's gone through hell.
What's his uncle's name, by the way? Just wondering.
My uncle's name. His name is Navad. If you want to meet with him, I mean, he said this vision would be close to me. In the stars, whatever that means. I could tell you how to meet him.
What did he say?
A sky seer.
Yeah. He said that the vision he said it would be near to him, and it matches up kind of well with Nilas's death. If you want to talk to him about visions and stuff, he can give you directions to meet up with him.
Might be interesting to see later, but first we need to look into this other business.
I could take you to her living chambers. She lived above the factories here.
That would be very helpful.
Short commute.
If you don't mind.
Oh, indeed, it's very
us
convenient.
Looking around there.
Yes. Greg, as you walk up to her living quarters, this guy talks to you about his, since you're both men of practical science, arcane research, he talks to you.
The classical. I do the classical trick in the book, and I just agree with everything he says.
And it works perfectly. Finally, somebody understands me. I'll change the world with this. Anyway, it's hard to believe she's actually gone, but here's where she did live. As he pulls out a gigantic ring of keys, there's at least like 50 on this thing, and he spends 2 minutes looking for the right one. Eventually slotting it in the door and unlocking it, allowing you guys in.
I'm trying to put on my Batman detective vision.
It's a small room. It's like a studio apartment.
Does she have her own room?
Yeah, it's her own room. She basically lived in a dorm above the factory, is how I would describe it.
All the workers have their own rooms, or
if they want, yeah, it's a living quarter like offered to them if they want to like live nearby and have a short commute.
Okay, so it's a very small room, I imagine.
Yeah, it's like a college dorm. Is like the room she had.
Only more gray, I imagine.
The stones around here are built from like a very ancient building. It's like this is like pretty old stone. It's like yellowed with age, but it's somehow stood the test of time. And there's a window looking out. You see in this room.
I actually get a window view. I expected this more to be more like a prison cell than a dorm.
Yeah. But anyway, there's you see like a bag of gold coins left on the table, a book about the Elvish language by its side. There are clothes strewn all over the room. The bed isn't really made. You see a sack of some oats.
Okay.
Sack of oats. Is she a morning oats person?
No. This is like it's basically
propaganda. They're trying to convert us.
I was gonna describe it in more detail, but it's basically granola. It's a granola bag. She has some snacks.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That sounds pretty good.
I am going. Can someone help me look through for clues?
Yes. Can we look through this? Just wanted to get the consent first, of course. Hello?
Wait, hold on. What did you say, Jesse?
I was just asking the dude, like, is it okay to look through this? Like, obviously, that's.
Oh well, if you can catch your
for,
killer,
but...
then certainly.
All right,
Okay.
I'll help him look through it. In fact, I'll give him bardic inspiration even, just in
Hey
case.
God, not 20, baby.
I mean, do you want the inspiration anyway, bud?
Natural 20. Justin, you look through the room. You look through it very thoroughly, and I mean, just how should I say this?
Don't find Dick Bupkus.
Yeah, I mean, other than like finding like a pair of underwear that was like stuffed in her like bed sheet thing for some reason, which makes you feel kind of weird. You don't find much that's like you don't find much that's like relevant to like an investigation. Nothing here is like really giving you like a lead or anything, despite your best ability to put clues together. You do note she was trying to learn Elvish.
Yeah,
probably.
that Elvish book. Like, can I like flick through it? Are there like any notes?
Yeah,
in it?
yeah. There are notes in it. Barnaby, you can look through this
I
too
can
with your
read
nat
this.
20. Yeah. Any of you that read Elvish,
Nope.
Yeah, same.
I do, in fact, read Elvish.
all right,
Fucking
yeah.
nerd.
The notes that you read in here, most of them seem to be related to just like learning. Like she's just like practicing her writing in a lot of parts. But Justin, eventually you see in the Elvish script, as you're just like flicking through the pages quickly, one page where the word Gale is written.
Oh,
Awooga!
shit.
That's all that's written on the page is Gale.
No, but you read more into it. Obviously, but I'm just saying with a natural 20, you can immediately find that word in the book. What you read is a how should I put this? I gotta think about how she would word this.
Is it like a cipher or something?
It's not a
Like a
cipher.
code?
She's just literally writing this in Elvish in her book. There's no like encoding or anything.
Just like her.
The encoding is she's bad at Elvish.
Yeah.
So you're reading like someone with broken French. Writing
Yeah,
in French.
basically. It basically just says Gale, 5th wands for her will be bought. Don't forget.
Oh.
Okay. The
Gale.
guy still with us.
Gale's 5th wands.
She
Will be
basically
bought.
what you can get from this with your natural 20 in investigation, I will say, is that she plans to hand over a very, from what she's writing, just a large amount of wands to Gale on the 5th of summer, which is 3 days from now, I think. Yeah. Or at least she was planning to before, this happened.
Yeah, that plan might
Shit.
be hella fucked.
Oh no, you know what this means? This means we got a time and place. We could probably pin Gale if we're smart.
Yes. I agree with that.
We gotta find where that shipment of wands is and where their meeting point is, and we can set up.
Oh.
Whatchamacalls it?
You guys want a meeting with Gale? You I think my uncle knows her. Is that bad?
Could have said that first.
Well, I didn't know you were looking into Gale.
You need to tell us everything you know about her right now.
Well, okay, so what I know is she targets factories, right? Not, I mean, sometimes here, sometimes around here. She's never targeted mine. Usually in the cogs. The factories she targets, they usually are in the business of war machine production. Those that will, are going into the creation of the new flying fortress being made as an addition onto Argonth. She works closely with what should I say? This Druidic peoples, shifters, half elves of the Eldeen. I think she might have some connection just to. I don't know. I think her motive might be just protecting nature itself somehow. I'm not sure how it really all lines up. I mean, these factories? How could they harm? Look, I don't know. What I do know is that people like her, people that believe in the things she believes in, perhaps to a less militant degree. My uncle has their respect, generally. They see his reincarnation, his resurrection as divine prophecy, just divine right. He has visions of the future given to him by the stars that created the world, of the progenitor dragons and all. I'm not really into this whole, seedism thing. More man of the host. But if my uncle,
Also,
he
you
would
able
talk
to
about her
do any of
sometimes. He knew her before she was who she is now.
So, how would you describe his opinion of her now, from what she's been doing recently?
I don't think he agrees with her methods necessarily, but she's doing what he's written about in the past and he's continued to write now when he was a more prolific author. She's trying to dissuade this nation from war, I believe. Not that I on the other hand, I am very supportive of this nation and the crown and whatever they deem necessary, of course. I'm just relaying what she believes, perhaps.
Okay, you don't have to put you on a list or anything. Patriotism assured.
I am very patriotic. I would never have the resources I have here without the great King Bornell, who, as I might say, is the one who brought peace to the Five Nations in the first place. So the Treaty of Thronehold would never have happened without him. And he is now bringing peace between our nation and Rome. I don't even know why. Look, he's just, you're not coming for me, are you?
No, we're not. For now.
Look, it's just brought up in conversation before that my uncle used to know that the prolific terrorist that's in the papers all the time. It's just, if you're looking for Gale, maybe he's got something. I don't know.
Right. So, you're gonna need all that information on how to get to your uncle written down.
Yeah. I let me give you a map, and he points out a passage through some of the mountains north of the city, into like a place called the Cloud Woods due to its foggy nature, and he tells you where he's been living. He most of the people there with him, he lives with a community of shifters, but people call them brigands. They're not necessarily supportive of the crown, but they're good people.
All right.
A lot's happened to their people over the past century. The whole the purge. That was quite a while back, but it's still affecting them even today. Most people don't trust them.
You don't need to defend people that aren't even here. We're not attacking them.
Look, I don't want anything bad to happen to them, is all. I know what happens when the King's Citadel walks in places, and it's never good.
We'll keep that in mind.
But I also want justice for my friend.
Well, put your worries right into the wastebasket. That's the old Citadel you're thinking of.
Oh.
Going in a new direction.
That's good indeed. That's good indeed. And you have a man of science here, as he slaps Lars on the back.
Yeah, well,
Not often
like,
that the two intersect.
a lot of things have changed here, and I'm gonna really just side-eye Lars. Some things never change.
Anyway, you guys now have directions to his uncle, who apparently looks a bit like Greg and has prophecies of the future and used to know Gale.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's.
And in his life before, he was a anti-war almanac writer.
So, what would we say if to the shifter community, just to show that we don't mean harm, I guess? Are we going to be not allowed to enter?
Oh, you'll need to gain their trust somehow, I'm sure. But, you're with the King's Citadel, I'm sure you could just, intimidating them might not be the best for relations. Tell them I sent you, and hopefully that helps. The friend of Seckham. Whether or not they believe you is another matter. I'm a busy man. I don't know if I can really go with you anywhere.
Is there anything you can give us to
Give us a doctor's note.
Look, I'll give you a doctor's note, quote unquote, from me, Dr. Hewitt Seckham, stating with I'll put even an arcane signature on here. Wait, hold on. That wouldn't really. You guys could just do that yourselves, probably, with the Citadel.
Look, I think we'll be fine.
Look, you know how to get to him. As long as you come peaceably, without, intimidating them or beating people up, various other ways that you
alright.
could put them off. Just don't be too much of a cop,
Of course. We'll keep that in mind. Is there anything,
Eloquently.
are there any creatures around there besides
Oh,
the,
plentifully. But the roads are usually off. They usually attack the roads. People scare them off usually. At nighttime, you might want to be a bit more careful.
okay,
Most of them
okay.
are nocturnal, hiding in caves and
What
such.
was the creature? Just I didn't hear the first part.
Oh, well, Guard doesn't actually have a list of creatures that would come out and you would attack, but, like wolves and spirits and creepy things in the night. Nobody knows exactly what they are.
All right, good to know.
But, just watch yourself and carry a torch.
Yes.
Travel's
Alright.
generally safe in the Five Nations. Generally.
All right, time to add that the uncle to our list of leads.
Indeed. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, this.
All right. Is there anything else we want to ask? I'm just asking the group in general.
Yeah.
That's on the mind.
This is a
Thing I'd like
dorm,
to-
right? Did Nalasa
Yeah, it's a
have a
dorm.
roommate?
No, it's a single.
All
You
right.
bastard.
Oh yes. Do you know anything about
I didn't get a single.
who are the two? What are the two dude names that were like accomplices? I would just ask like,
Mm.
hey, do you know these peeps? At
Uh,
all? Or
Yeah.
are they just
So the names of the people that she was, well, first of all, you can get to them by going to a House Galanda reformatory. You know that?
yeah. Yeah,
Their names are Travis Starter, who's a half elf, and Ford something, who's a shifter. I forgot his last name. Hold on, sorry. I also can't even freaking look at it right now.
Yeah, I would just ask like if those names ring any bells, or like those descriptions, just to like get some a different perspective on them, if possible.
Wait, what are you asking? Sorry.
I'm asking him if like he had heard these of these people slash their descriptions in relation to her,
Oh,
just to get differing perspective.
I
you
have
know?
no clue who those are. As far as I know,
Alright. Alright,
I've never met them.
that's fine. You would never know. But anyway, I believe that's all that we have, right?
Mm.
That we need to ask.
Yeah.
If we find anything out, we'll keep in touch. We'll get in touch, I mean.
Most certainly.
Thank you very much for your help.
Well, I'll see you later. I
Yes,
suppose.
you will.
Champ, right?
Let me know if you have any other
Hey,
questions.
later, fellow acumen.
No. Fellow nerd. Haha.
Immediately when we're outside, like, God, those guys are fucking nerds.
Yes, it seemed like it quite, but he was
Meanwhile,
helpful.
there's Justin who's just like, I actually understood everything he was saying.
And he liked me more because I agreed with everything he said.
Yeah, for real
Yeah,
though.
because you're a suck up, little baby. Anyway, you guys walk outside the factory into some crowded streets in the lower Dura. The towers of
Roll
Sharn
initiative.
roll. You know, they're high above you. What would you like to do?
All right. All right.
I think we should go to the tavern next, and then if
Yeah,
that
sure.
doesn't go
Okay.
anywhere, we should.
Still kind of early in the day for the tavern, I feel.
Yeah, the taverns usually pop off after working hours, so like in the evening.
Okay, fair. So how about the apothecary then? I suppose.
Very impossible indeed.
That'd work.
Which one of this group of this list are like next are in the lower wards? I guess. is
The
one
apothecary is in lower central, so it'll only take you half an hour to get thereabouts.
thing. Yeah, yeah. I'm just wondering, like, if we could like hit
Where
one
is
of
Dr. von Rick Lecklinghausen's location in relation to the tavern?
Oh, you have no idea where
Don't
Dr.
know.
von Recklinghausen is, but
Yeah.
it's something you could look into.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering how we can like min-max the time, basically.
Yeah. Well, it's still early morning. It's like 9:30. So
Yeah, you know what? We're going to the apothecary. It's fine.
yeah, you go to the apothecary. You have directions there. It's called Daniska's Apothecary. She owns it apparently across the right on the other end of her husband's business, which goes by the house elf. And he does illusion magic tricks for like birthday parties or like events and stuff. And he has like various shows.
Oh, that's interesting.
Whereas the other one is just an apothecary, which is basically it's like a pharmacy almost.
All right.
But yeah, that's a place you can go to if you so desire.
Which we do.
You make your way there. Let me go back to the Foundry page. To the central Dura where this thing is being held in Eladra's kitchen.
The Ladra's Kitchen.
Yeah, it's just a name for this place. The Central Plateau, it's quite a bit nicer no matter what than the Dura.
All right.
The streets are wider. There's more room to walk. The towers are built a bit nicer. There's actual guards here, which is like the only place in the lower sections where you'll see a Sharn watch.
On the way there, I would have been like, Lars, hey Lars, can you do any of that stuff that that Heward was talking about?
What? What do you mean?
I think he means the Star Seer stuff. I'm not
No,
too.
Can you do any of that?
Just because I look ugly doesn't mean I can do magic stuff. Well, not, like that's just a
Say
standard.
that, but you can do magic stuff.
Well, not that kind of magic. Not when I say magic, I don't mean the science that I'm like just.
I don't want to be a
blasting on that.
bitch, but I gotta go.
Like
What?
for the session.
Yeah, it's for the rest of the day. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
What came up?
Jamie's coming up.
Oh,
And
awesome.
I gotta go out shopping with her.
All right then.
Fair. Good luck, bro.
Very sorry. Very rude, I know. I even tried so hard to stay awake for this session.
You know what? When things come up, they come up. It's better than falling asleep. You know?
All right. See you then.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good luck with the investigation, guys.
Yeah. You.
We
Alex, I'm here.
Oh wait, Trey's
I
here.
forgot-
Okay.
I forgot that.
Take his place,
Friday,
baby.
Friday. Message me, you fucking bitch. Cause
I
forget
add
otherwise.
everybody.
I have every single like this, but I have ever muted all the time, always, because I would have too many notifications. Just message me. If
Okay,
you DM
well,
me, I get a
okay.
notification.
Here's a better way to do it. You can turn off regular messages and then leave pings on.
No.
I'm not gonna individually.
No. I'm so special. You need to message me
Yeah.
individually. Sorry.
we.
Yo. Yeah.
Oh,
So.
wait, actually, wait, I do have notifications on, but I didn't get one. I lied. I do have everyone.
Oh wait, hold on. I didn't.
notifications.
Wait, for some reason, you don't have this role. Okay, sorry. I didn't give you the cock inspector role.
Oh, I see how
Somehow.
it is. I'm not good enough to inspect your cock.
Yeah, apparently not.
Wow.
Now you are.
It turns out it was Alex's fault the whole time.
Fucking bitch.
Well, only kinda. You know.
Mm. Wow. I get my PhD in cock flavor analysis, and this is how you.
Well,
treat me.
anyway, you're replacing CAD here.
Unbelievable. All right, someone catch me up. I list last week's weekend session. And
Yeah, you
whatever,
missed
how long
last
you've been
week.
playing today.
Well, basically, these guys were looking for the goblin that stole the dead elf's knapsack, and they were like they were following his trail through a lot of places, and they learned that a man posing as a Sharn watchman who fit the description of the person, like the hidden man that probably was the one that killed Nilasa, was like also tracking him down slightly ahead of the party by an hour or two. But eventually the party gets to someone close to the good doctor who this mysterious man hadn't caught up with yet. So they just waited outside her office for like a couple hours, and eventually he walked through.
I'm back.
They ambushed this guy because he's posing as a watchman. He killed Nilasa. He's being shifty. He's being weird. They get into a fight with him. He's got like this shadow claw thing, and he also like can like drag you down into the floor slightly and restrain you. He's like funky and freaky. But eventually they're able
Like
to
a hot
knock
boy.
him. Yeah, like a hot boy. Eventually they're able to knock him out and beat him up, and they imprisoned him slightly. And he was like, "Yo, I work for like a mayor of the slums outside the city. What Nilasa stole was some confidential government documents that not even you have access to. I don't even know what's in them. I just know they're important. If you don't interrogate me too much. This is stuff you shouldn't even want to know. This was just a misunderstanding and everything. This is just a misunderstanding." So the next day, he is let. There are orders from above that let him outside of that free him from his imprisonment. You guys were technically told that you didn't need to look into the doctor's location anymore, but your boss is like, "Fuck that, we're still gonna do it."
Yeah,
Alright,
like
and that's where we're at now, or
And then you guys they went to her workplace, and they learned of somebody, like the uncle of the factory owner. His uncle knows knew Gail before she became a terrorist. So if you want a meeting with her, like maybe you could get with him. And then also his uncle has like he has like many prophecies he sees in the night skies.
yes.
And that's where we're at right now. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
okay. Because I forgot that we were playing today, I was doing laundry, so I need to continue folding laundry for like the next 10 to 15 minutes, but I'll still stay
Okay.
here so I know what's going on. Just pretend that I'm kind of like in the background, smoking whatever the equivalent of weed is, and that's why I haven't been around in the session. There you
Okay.
go. He's just big chilling, or maybe a cigar. I don't know, something. He's kind of just like
It's a big old blunt.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's just got an equivalent of whatever. Does weed exist in this world canonically?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, he's just
Yeah.
smoking a massive blunt, and that's why he's been totally non-present for the whole session so far. But
Yeah.
once he's done,
Uh,
He still has a little residual stuff from the morning before, like he didn't mean to do this, but it's just
yeah, he was rolling on Molly the night before.
yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah.
so, who is this? Who are you? I say to Tiark
T-cart.
or Tikart?
Yeah.
Tikart?
Okay. Oh wait, I guess wait, because you weren't in the one session I did play.
I don't believe that.
Alright, I'm the gnome rogue. Shit, I don't have my character sheet in front of me, but he's sassed me, and I think you should be able to. It might not show. It's probably not gonna show my player icon because I'm not logged into Foundry. But
Yeah.
he wears like a suit.
I'll put him
and
out
shit.
here,
He's very
towards
very
the right.
dapper. He's a gnome. He's a gnome rogue. He's very facetious and sly and cunning. And I
Cunning.
think I made him chaotic good. So he's not. He's
Oh, you're looking quite chaotic good this morning.
Oh. Um. Yeah, he's got a gaming set, which I used to steal red herring egg, but maybe worth some money. The other section.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I don't
he
know
has a
that.
he has a mastermind subclass. So he's what the fuck else is part of mastermind subclass? It's.
Like the
It's
disguise
basically-
and like getting info out of people, yada yada.
Well, yeah, you can also mimic people's like speech patterns
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
accent to pretend that you're like from the same place that they're from. You also
Yeah,
have
you're a good
proficiency in
spy.
disguise, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're basically a spy, not the murderous type, like the more like investigative type.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it'll be nice to have someone else that is well versed in infiltration. We'll see how it'll be interesting to work with someone else besides these four for a change, three for a change. I know math.
Oh
so
no,
you-
your character is now dumb forever, and I hate
Yeah.
him.
I do have a -1 to intelligence, so because I'm not that book learned, guys. But yes, we're going to the apothecary. Right
Indeed,
now.
where apparently Nilasa bought a shit ton of drugs, or something related to them.
Yeet.
All right.
This
So-
place is it's known as the Niska's Apothecary. It's just a seedy little place down here in the lower middle, the lower central. The streets here are a little like darkish because this towers block out the sun. But adorning the entryway to this is a bunch of vines that give it like a little homey feel. You walk in and it smells like a basement.
Weed basement?
No, just a standard like the smell of a basement. Like a standard
Musty.
cellar's. Yeah, standard dusty basement smell maybe. Musty basement. Yeah. You see, there's a few guards in here, just like they gotta protect these valuable goods. And a gnome is sitting at the counter.
Word.
Standing on a little stool, looking over, and just like, welcome in. What can I do you for?
Yes. Are the guards like watchmen, or are they just like
Private guards.
Guards for hire. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We have a. I would just undo. No, I would just move my cloak to the side to like show the badge and just say,
Oh.
"There's matters we wish to discuss. Not related with any product per se. We curious about
You
someone."
do realize that this is
Oh, what was this place?
this is like a shady place, right? So just in telling them, hey man, we're fucking police officers might be a bit sus.
Is it a shady place? It's just an apothecary.
It's not that shady. You're in the lower parts, which is always going to be a little shady, but you're in like the best part of the lower
Oh, okay.
wards.
Yes.
It's like being in a nice part of the Bronx.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind if we had a word with you in someone?
Oh yes, yes. Can I get you all some tea?
That wouldn't be necessary, but the offer is appreciated.
Well, I'll just go get some anyway. And she walks upstairs.
Yes, get some for yourself.
You guys just stand around for a couple minutes, maybe. The guards here.
That's my blunt to anyone who wants to hit.
No, thank you. I like to
Not,
do
not
that.
on the job, maybe.
Squares.
If you
Mine
can
is
handle
my greatest asset.
Up for debate.
She walks downstairs after a couple minutes, and she hands you all like a. She offers any of you some tea, if any of you want some. She pours some for herself.
I'm
Is it what flavor of tea is it?
Green leaf.
Is it just a normal green leaf?
Yeah, standard.
Hey, if it was like an interesting flavor, I'd probably go for it.
Well, it's just more so like I don't know this person, and they're offering me something to drink. You know, like
she's being homely.
yeah, like sure, that's all well and good, but I don't want to risk it.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to take any. Now, what can I
Just
talk to you all about? She says, smiling.
So is this a more private place? You know.
Oh yeah. She takes you upstairs into into like a more private area. Yeah. You see upstairs. There's a. Let me look at the map of this place. Hold on, I think it exists. Unless I didn't put. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah.
All right.
You know what? I'll even put you guys in here, and I'll give you a marker, party marker. You guys are upstairs here.
2 fronts.
Yeah, it's just that's what it's called. Because her shop is like adjacent to her husband's.
Until I finish folding my laundry, I could still participate if you can do rolls for me and stuff. But
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
looking
I'll
to
do that for
stay
you. Yeah.
mostly right now.
She takes you into her office here. She closes the door. She hops up in her seat. What would we be speaking of?
Thank you for your time. We're here to ask you about someone you may know who goes by the name of Ilasa.
Oh, I know her. She's come by occasionally.
All right.
What's there to know about it?
Just elf. She comes by and buys magical potions from me occasionally. It's all about it. I remember her well. She was here just maybe a couple of weeks ago.
What was she here for that time?
Oh, what did she get? Just some standard healings and such. Some medicines. That's all. I can show you my logbooks.
Can I roll to see if I think she's lying?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Didn't we get a receipt as well?
Yeah, you have a receipt.
Have a receipt.
Yeah. Of 2,450 gold pieces worth of something.
Oh Jesus, that's a lot. That's like a lot.
Now, in you guys are rich as hell, and you haven't even made 1,000.
Nilas has spent 2,450. Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
full of shit. She didn't buy typical healing.
Yeah, no. If that receipt is to be believed.
Okay.
Say the date that she bought that stuff on, by the way.
What did you say, Justin? Sorry.
Did it say what day she bought the shit on?
It's the receipt. It is dated 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Before we go sussing her out, can we just like walk around the shop and look at the like prices? Like,
yeah, you can look at the prices. Nothing here is worth more than like 50 gold.
okay. So she would have had to buy an obscene amount.
No, I mean, you can probably you know that in apothecaries like this, you could probably like if you wanted like a custom order that required like a rare ingredient from a far off land, then maybe you'd have to pay more. But in general, also if you want massive quantities of something, I mean, this is all like
Yeah, but that's still like an insane amount of gold.
Yeah. It's an insane amount of gold to like put in one transaction, and she would basically have to buy everything on the shelves here.
I know this is not really equivalent. So like, well, I'm trying to conceptualize this.
Yeah.
So do we have like a salary or whatever? Or like what?
Yeah,
is,
you
like,
guys
our
do have a
yearly
salary.
pay?
You have a monthly pay of personal money, and then you also have a monthly you have a budget that you can spend using like a work credit card.
What are both of those again?
They're both currently 200 per month.
Okay, ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of this lady just dropped like well over 100,000 real world dollars.
Yeah, like literally. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I just ask, well, what would the what would you say would be the amount that she had purchased?
Oh well, I can show you in the logbooks. Just 24 gold.
Yeah, so Omega full of shit right now.
Oh wait, so how do we know?
Something like
wait,
that.
so how do we know the real amount that she purchased?
There's a receipt where it says that she spent multiple orders of magnitude more money there than
Oh, okay.
this woman is
And
claiming.
So she's showing.
Oh yeah, hold on. You asked to roll for deception. Let me do that for you. Or insight, I mean insight.
Yeah.
You get a 15, and she just seems to be like a pleasant woman talking to you, and you can't really tell if she's lying or not. Nothing in her body language suggests it.
Okay. It could be a case that like the store is a front for something else that she bought. That she bought from someone, and like this lady could legitimately be ignorant of it, but also could have just not rolled high enough. But,
You don't know.
Well. Alright.
It's the shop that's next door.
It's owned by her husband. It's like basically like he's a magician in the traditional sense. Like he'll do like magic tricks at parties.
Okay.
I'm afraid to alarm you, but you might be missing a couple zeros on that logbook.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Well,
I,
if that was
out-
true, I'd be selling my entire stock to her.
Yes, quite interesting. Care to explain this as I take out the receipt, a copy of the receipt, I guess, like,
Oh, this.
or just the receipt. Yeah, sure.
She looks at it. I mean, you can see here. I've written the drams of the stuff she ordered here, and it all comes out fairly well. We can go downstairs to the logbook where I can show you if they line up. I don't know. She must have added the extra zeros here. I don't know what's up with that.
Lead us into a trap. She's trying to lead us into a fucking trap. I might as well just go with her. Even if it is a trap, we'll discover something. We just roll perception as soon as we get in there.
Oh, you don't have to follow me. I'll just go downstairs and bring it back up.
No, I think by the authority vested in us, we'd be more than happy to accompany you.
Oh, all right then. Follow me. And she takes you downstairs. Opens up the logbook that she has in there, and you can see that, like, technically, like with the actual like the measurements of drugs that were sold to her, it does technically line up.
Well, where does it come from?
The extra zeros, though, I'd have no idea.
What were you selling?
I'll say go ahead. Go on.
Let's go back to your room.
All right, I'll bring the logbook with me in case you want to look at it. And she goes upstairs with you and goes back into her room. With you all. I mean, do you have any more questions here? I'm not sure what she could have meant by that sort of addition. But I assure you, this was a perfectly legal transaction we had. I'm not friends with her, and no relation other than customer and owner.
I still rolled decently high on my insight or whatever.
Yeah, you got a 15.
Huh?
You got a 15.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, probably better than average.
Maybe shoot us a Chad deception for a second.
Shoot it down. Shoot it down. Fucking bitch.
Well,
Sounds
damn.
like my cat.
I don't know if anybody's as good as better than you at insight. There is one more roll that can be done.
Roll for com.
I roll an investigation check on the logbook
Yeah, you can.
to see if it's been altered or whatever.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, you roll a 19. Look into the logbook. You notice that the prices for what she bought there are slightly more expensive than a usual measurement of the same drugs everywhere else.
Mm. Very
I
good, very
point
good.
this out.
Yeah, you point that out to her. Oh, she wanted some specifically cleansed materials used for it. It increased the price slightly. I didn't feel the need to log that down.
Makes me wonder what else you forgot to
Log
log
down.
down.
Hmm. Could you
Well,
maybe show us another example in your logs of rendering the same service where the cleaning or whatever rendered the cost slightly higher than usual?
well, it was a
Just,
custom order.
confirm.
I don't usually. I mean, we could spend days here looking through it all, but
So you never note these custom items on
well,
your
usually I
order
do. I
document?
just didn't do it there. You know. Look, I'm not perfect. Sorry. I know this looks suspicious now, but
Yes, you are. You are correct.
I assure you, everything's fine. I look. What do you want to know? What has Nilasa been, caught up in?
Hmm.
That brings you here to me.
Well,
I'm very I'm intelligent. Mine's so silly. Probably already know this. Shoot it down.
what were you saying, Trey? Sorry.
Just talking to her cat.
He was
Talking to
saying
the
that you might as well tell her.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a bit before I was calling my cat an asshole for going on the counter. You're not supposed to do, buddy. That cat.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Greg, are you here? By the way, I don't know if you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
wait.
been a while.
It's just Greg hasn't talked in a while.
Gregory, please don't tell me you fell asleep.
No, Greg wouldn't fall asleep.
That's a Wyatt.
More of a Wyatt thing.
Yeah.
Wyatt.
That.
All right, I don't think Greg's here.
Unlucky.
At Lardon.
Lardon, how could you do this to us?
But yeah, I would just like, well, she has, hold on, I'm trying to think of what I would say, because, like, tired. Ugh. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Well, anyways, let's can we just say we killed the Ardor on whatever happened to Nilasa? It's important.
Yeah,
Come back up
you can
there.
say that. Yeah.
Okay, what's your response to that?
Oh, if she died. That's quite tragic. And how does this link back to me? Probably this receipt you have here. I did give her this, yes. I mean, this is my handwriting here, verifying the order. My initials, of course. I can see why this brought you here. But I assure you, whatever she purchased here, I knew nothing about her involvement in a covert operation in this embassy. I did not encourage it. I wouldn't support it whatsoever. She simply bought some stuff here.
Shoot a fucking cat.
I can, if you, I can help you with any questions you have relating to her. But otherwise, what more is there to say?
Alright, so we know she's like she knows something. I don't think she knows a lot, but she knows at least one thing that's making me scared of talking, because obviously she had the fake fucking receipt. And she's, clearly not writing down records for things for purposeful reasons. Shuda, I will smite you, motherfucker. No. Sorry. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what else we can get out of her. I mean, if we could try intimidating her. Does anyone have good intimidation? Or, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really seem like there's anything physically in sight for us to investigate further.
Well,
You can investigate
Does it
the
look like
shop
there's
if you
any-
want.
What?
there
You can investigate the shop if you want.
Yeah,
True.
sure. Sounds good.
ingredients around here. Does it look like it could have been used to make the invisibility potion
Roll
that she
Arcana.
had? Okay.
That's a good question.
You didn't get a look at them.
Can you use the advantage thing with the wizard, or
If you really wanted to here.
Holy shit! I forgot about that.
Alright, you get a 21.
baby.
You know that it's actually pretty rudimentary to make an invisibility potion if you're a good apothecary person. Not rudimentary, but it's far from some archaic hidden knowledge from people. And the ingredients used to make a lot of the other potions here could indeed be used with just one additional ingredient to make an invisibility potion. However, the creation of those without a government contract approving it is highly illegal, and it would be contraband, basically.
all right?
So if we know that, we could kind of, I don't know, we could intimidate her into thinking that she'll get gulagged.
Well, first things first, we should look into the shop to investigate if everything's if there are any hidden compartments or anything first before going more into it.
Whoa. Oh, okay, well, you don't have the right to investigate this shop without a warrant. I'll say that right now.
Yes.
I don't think you're really familiar with our branch of the police, to be fair, man.
We'll get a warrant.
I don't
Let's
think it's
go get a
very-
warrant. We don't fucking need a warrant. Objectively, we don't.
You could maybe get in trouble if you didn't
Yes.
have one.
What?
It would
Well,
technically be illegal searching.
Dude, that's the whole point. We're the secret police. The laws don't apply to us.
Yeah, but sometimes, I mean, it's a risk reward. Anything you find here wouldn't be admissible in a trial or anything, but
Oh, okay.
I guess I still don't really understand that.
if you want to throw her in jail, this wouldn't be any evidence in your favor.
Okay, I feel like both sessions you have revealed the government to be a bit more protective of the citizens than I thought it was. I thought it was kind of more just straight up KGB. Come on, bro. You mean I can't
That being
go
said-
to people's apartments and rearrange their shit when they're not home to intimidate them?
You wouldn't get fired, probably. It's a risk reward. You might find evidence that's useful for the investigation, but if you want to put people behind bars, this won't be admissible in a court. Unless you put them behind, and keeping people in secret prison is bad for PR. Occasionally, so
course.
people avoid it as much as often.
Occasionally. Occasionally bad for people.
Occasionally.
Depends who it is.
I wonder, do I drop the Damn, I wish Wyatt was here.
Why?
He has
What-
a
what
big
good?
dick.
Well, what do you? Wait, we're.
On my computer.
Okay.
Just what even happened to Greg too?
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't even say anything, and he's gone.
He's been kidnapped by the secret police.
Yeah, the actual secret police.
But yes. How long would it take to get a warrant, in general?
It would take you a few hours.
Yeah, we can just stay here and keep an eye
Right,
on.
is this not, am I not allowed to assume this is US law though, where if you get invited in, then you can search if you want? That must be the rules.
Because this is a public shop. You could search anything that's available to the public, but not the private quarters here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's all right by you, we would very much like to get a warrant and search the premises within the hour.
It's fine by me. I just want to make sure I'm exercising all my rights.
Of course.
What a libtard.
Yeah.
Libtard.
So is one of you gonna stay here, or two of you, while the other one gets a
Yeah.
warrant? Okay.
I feel like Cad would go, I guess, just to be like consistent with him not being here, Romeo.
Okay, who's gonna go and who's gonna stay?
I'll stay.
I'm staying.
Okay.
Cad can just go on his own. He's a big boy.
Little did you know, Cad was actually part of the Sons of Liberty.
Sounds kind of sussy, but yeah, that's what we do.
Okay.
Country bottom.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I guess that progresses, and then like we search the place.
Yeah, you go and get a warrant. And it takes some time to process and everything. You come back around noon, where you guys maybe were making conversation with the guards or something. I don't know, but you're just keeping an eye, making sure that Deniska doesn't do anything shifty. And she just spent the whole time just like selling stuff to her customers. Just nothing like she didn't like interfere with anything other than just going to like pick up stuff for the people who came in with orders.
All right. So we go and look at the place then
Yeah.
with warrant in.
You look around the place. And anybody can roll
Okay, I'm
investigation.
Hello,
Greg. They're investigating the apothecary, looking for
just-
clues, because this
I'll give
the shopkeeper here is
Helpers?
any helpers? Sure,
one
somebody's helping you. Yeah.
Thank you, God. Okay,
All right,
thank
22. Justin, you look around, you find. All right, yeah, you have a warrant for this place, so you can literally search everywhere. You look through all the drugs. All of them seem to be legal, from what you can tell. You
Can I
go
also
into the. Can you also what?
Can I give him a bardic inspiration just in case, or
I mean, if you want, yeah, you can bardically inspire him.
just in case it requires a big boy?
You got a 22.
Hell yeah, 29, baby.
It really was not necessary whatsoever, but okay. Justin, you search through every single ingredient. What you do know is that this woman probably could make an invisibility potion if she wanted to. And you have no doubt in your mind that she knows how to. Not only that, but the ingredients found left over as traces in the invisibility potion elixir found on Nilas's body, all of them are found in her ingredient storage. That being said, this isn't incriminating or anything, as long as she doesn't actually like go through the process of making the like invisibility meth. In addition, you find a safe behind a painting on the upper floor, which looks rather large.
Oh. We can tell her to open it because we have a warrant, right?
Yeah. You order her to open it. She comes by. Is like, oh yes, indeed. She unlocks it, and inside you see nothing.
What do you typically keep in here?
Oh, just any valuables, especially valuable things that we might have. Nothing more, nothing less.
What was the missing ingredient for the invisibility potion? Like, I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I don't have like a specific like term for it, but let's just say like there's one specific thing that you would add to an invisibility potion that isn't necessarily typically used for other things, although it is like a legal thing to have, because there are legal potion effects that one might use it for. And she does have every ingredient you could possibly need to make an invisibility potion in her ingredient storage.
Including that?
Including that, yeah.
How much would an invisibility potion cost, like, normally?
I believe 50 gold. Or maybe 25, I don't know.
This still doesn't.
But they're
yeah,
illegal.
this-
So
we
it
still
would
need
depend.
to- Yeah, I mean, there's no way she brought that many invisibility potions. That's only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. You also note that the elixir is very similar. It's pretty much the exact one that's used here. Justin with that roll. But you don't... I mean, in your entire investigation, looking through everything, you don't find anything that's necessarily illegal. You do notice, while looking around, how should I say this? Something seems like, I guess, slightly off about T-Cart. You have an insanely high roll, but you just notice that his nostrils are more flared than they usually are. And looking, yeah. His eyes
weed
looks like
does
slightly
to you, man.
different. You don't know if it's the weed, but you look in the mirror and they're kind of the same effect on you. That's happened. You rolled really high, so this is just like a subtle thing that you otherwise would have no idea about. But something's like
shit. He's
slightly
been
off about your
victimizing
noses.
us.
Damn.
Okay, I am going to.
And only your noses. Lars's is fine, and Avarna's looks about the same.
Weird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So only those of you that were left behind in the store while the others got a warrant.
Oh, okay. So that means that there is some fucky shit.
Indeed.
Fucking shit.
Can I cast detect magic? I guess, like just to see like if there's anything like that happening.
Yeah. Roll detect magic.
How I wait?
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. Just sorry. Cast it. Yeah. You cast it,
Roll
and
detect magic.
obviously you see like a bunch of like magic potions and stuff, but otherwise nothing seems to be afoot.
I'm going to identify myself.
Justin, you identify yourself, and you have some. How should I say this? Inside of you, you have some substance that, if you are susceptible to it, makes you. How should I put this? Let's say, all right. Let's just say if you happen to have failed the DC 13 Constitution saving throw on a failure, creature stunned by the dust that you may or may not have inhaled would become highly susceptible to suggestion to the point that even short-term memories can be changed simply by telling it something else happened.
Wait, is that something you have?
It's something in Justin right now. Justin, your memories may have been altered in the recent past.
So who found this out? Is it me or?
No, Justin found that out. You didn't find that at all.
Okay, I'm glad you
Yeah.
probably rolled off camera and then rolled like a nat one.
Yeah, I
on
did
it.
roll off camera, and you both rolled shit.
Yeah, convincing story, mister. Show me the DMs. Show me the screenshots.
Here's the screenshot. I rolled it for both of you. One of you got a 5, the other got a 6. What can I say? Anyway, yeah, your memories may have been altered just now.
I know the name of the effect.
It's
that
called
did this.
Dreaming Dust.
And is that on the
It's a custom thing for
inventory
this.
list?
It wouldn't be in like a generalized list of anything. I'll send a screenshot of the thing.
What about Jesse and Lars? Not Lars.
Wait, hold on. I'll put
Not-
this. I'll just put this in notes.
I'll be back very quickly.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Because Jesse was with us, right?
No, Jesse went to get the warrant.
Well, they did say that I was here. Like I basically advocated for Cad going.
Oh, well, okay. Hold on.
Sorry, Tad broke
Wait,
his
yeah,
butt.
no. The canon is Jesse went.
Oh, awesome, bro. Well,
Look, man.
Okay.
That's
Like-
what you guys said.
You literally misheard me, bro. What the heck?
Yeah, he
Okay, well, if I
literally said-
misheard you, then like, I don't know, like, okay, yeah, sure, you said Cat to do it, okay, but and then the effect is on you too.
Awesome. Very cool.
Okay, Is it against the law to use drugs on an officer?
Highly.
Probably.
Very highly. This is also an illegal substance. Most certainly.
Yeah, you just see as he is touching his chest a bit and concentrating and uttering magical words. Then, as it finishes and he discovers what was the magical effect was on him, he looks at the lady. Brimming dust, eh?
I can explain this. And she tries to bolt out.
Can we like stop her?
Yeah, you can try to stop her. How would you like to try to stop her?
Wait, what kind? Is she a gnome or?
She's a gnome, yes.
I would just like cast sleep like where the door is away from us.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, roll sleep damage with quotation marks.
Yeah, I would cast it at a second level to like
To
succeed.
really ensure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to look up what sleep does again. Sorry.
Hold on, I
It's
can
been a
just I
while.
can roll it for you here in the
78.
sheet.
Oh yeah, sure, sounds good.
I don't see it on your sheet here though. As a spell that
Oh.
you know, but maybe you haven't updated it with all your spells.
Yeah,
Nerd.
yeah, I think it's.
What's poppin', Jimbo?
I couldn't
Well,
find.
we have been drugged.
Oh, nice. Oh, wait, like not in the fun way?
Yeah, no, you were. Yeah,
Kind
you
of
you were
follow.
probably drugged while you were there to change your memory slightly.
Okay.
All right, Jesse,
Yeah.
I'm rolling it for you already. Boom.
Sure.
Get on it.
You rolled. It would seem a 29. I don't know what that's about. Wait, it says
Yeah.
8. Wait, oh, it's just rolling to hit for some reason, even though that's silly because it's not a attack. But you got a 29, which puts her to sleep. The guards around her surrender because they don't want to be arrested or in trouble with the law.
We basically just like fucking like tie her up to like
Yeah.
like strip her of like anything that like could possibly get her out.
Give her a pat down.
Yeah.
well.
You give her a pat down. There's nothing on her body that's still there, except for these things. Haha, JK. Let me hold on. I have to go through what she would freaking have. You
We're
find.
arresting her for drugging us, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she did drug you guys, and you don't know what she did, but she probably changed her memories, short-term memories.
Can I check the receipt? I guess.
Sure. What do you want to check on it?
If it's like I guess just to see if what it looks like now.
It looks the same.
Okay.
Just gave us a false receipt accidentally.
But if you
Accidentally.
searching your body, you see she has a bunch of like different like alchemical weapons. You see some like something that would like spread a little wildfire, a thunderstone, some jinx juice, some alkahest, some tanglefoot, and a potion of healing.
Is any of this contraband?
No.
No.
Just in case, we would also gag her so she can't use spells in case
She has a license
that.
to make this stuff. It's not legal
Yeah.
for anyone to have, but if you have like a license, you can have this. But yeah, you guys tie her up. She's knocked out. She did some shit to you.
Kind of sussy baka.
Pretty sussy baka.
But yeah, I
Let's
also just, like,
recheck. Oh yeah, just ask the guards like, where did she put stuff that she most likely hid?
What are you talking about?
Where did she move the items from the safe?
I have no idea what you're talking about. She would never. She wouldn't do that.
You can stop now. you can stop right there, sir. It's not a good idea to fly to the to the Citadel.
Okay,
So
she hit them in a cache. I can take you to him. You guys, you're about to stop her, and then she did her dust shit, and you stopped. Pretty crazy, huh? I'm not under arrest for this, am I? I'm not paid to, stop other people from doing illegal things. I'm just paid.
If you lead us to the cache, we'll let you go free.
Oh, okay. Follow me. And he takes you through the streets, down some winding paths, and
Someone stay with the other people. Someone stay with the lady, please.
oh yeah, who's going with the guard?
We want to just say that Greg is staying with the lady.
Cad and Lardon would probably stay with the guard or something.
Okay, are they
the
staying with the
thing that
lady
is
or the guard?
They'll do
The
the thing
lady.
that is not active. Whatever. We're
Okay.
following the guard, right? We're
Yeah, you're following the guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes you through some winding streets. You get to the end of an alleyway, and he sticks his hand down a fountain. You see it phase through, and he sort of pulls up like a large bag, full of a really large bag. He has to use both hands. This guy's a half orc, by the way, and he pulls it.
Yeah.
He pulls it out, lets it down on the ground. He opens it up, and he's like, "Look, it's not illegal for me to know about this, right? I'm not really helping. I'm just a guard." Inside, you see a shit ton of invisibility potions and a bunch of Dream Lily, both of which are highly illegal.
What's Dream Lily do?
It's like MDMA, basically.
Oh.
It was what was
Yeah.
used on the guards in the embassy.
Can I use my spider hand to steal some for my personal stuff?
Yeah, roll
Oh.
sleight of hand if you're in the
Please
session
keep
thing.
that. We're fucking. We're going to put you behind bars, buddy.
And before training
I just I have a healthy drug addiction. You know?
yeah, nobody sees that. Yeah, you successfully swipe a good amount of the Dream Lily here.
It's gonna be a fun night tonight.
But yeah, you guys see a metric shit ton of contraband right here.
All right.
Okay. We may need you to act as a witness. Just
As long as I'm not going to prison.
you're not going to go to prison, if you help out with this.
Okay.
We can take some of these invisibility potions for ourselves too.
Yeah, but they're contraband, and you'd have to turn them in to the
Oh,
department.
No, but not all of them, just a few. You know.
I mean, if you want, sure. But if you get
I
caught,
want
then you might get
invisibility.
demoted or fired.
T-Guard, you might not know this, but we need to turn this in to the Citadel as evidence.
You people are no fun.
Also have a
You
job.
can buy some if you want. You guys have the legal authority to use an invisibility potion.
Yes, exactly.
So you can
At least-
easily get some back if you're just willing to spend some of your monthly budget on it.
Fine, I'll be content with my Dream Lily.
We can get it if we send in a request.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just need to put it through the proper channels. I am not against using it. It's just the way we go about getting it.
Wait, how do I add items in my? Oh, I didn't see the plus button. Never
Yeah.
mind.
You can also, I think, if you hit the good old item tab in the top right, you should be able to see some. In addition, you should be able to see a compendium of items, which I don't have the full list of them because for some reason the plutonium items doesn't the list of wait, hold on, items SRD. Yeah, there should have been there should technically be, if you want any item, I can import it in. There used to be a way for everybody to get access to them and drag them into their character
I
sheet,
forgot
but for
to
some
put the
reason it's
Fabergé
gone.
egg in my inventory.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
But yeah, we basically just gather this contraband and then
Yeah.
set up closing the shop so that because it's under investigation basically.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we would take the lady back to the office to get questioned.
Yeah, yeah. You take her to the Citadel dungeons, as one does, and
Probably We also just like informing the watch that this is what we're doing.
Yeah, you inform the watch. Like the warrant is like approved. Like that she was selling contraband probably from the shop. That's something the watch has to look into. So some people are sent there to like close it up and actually investigate it on their own.
Yeah.
And you take her to some dungeons as she's gagged and bound up there. Oh yeah. You can interrogate her if you so desire.
I want to interrogate her.
Take her into a not magic, anti-magic room because
Yeah,
I
you
think,
can if you want.
she's
Yeah.
considerably better at interrogating people with detect thoughts.
Yeah, that was just like the highest grade cell you could put somebody in because
Is that like
Killian Creed was very highly magical and you didn't want him to bust out.
Yeah, basically.
is that detect thoughts like THOTS?
It's either really. It's really either.
So you can tell if someone's a hoe. That's pretty valuable.
Well, I think this one's slightly better because it reads their mind, but.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, if you want to interrogate her, you're free to.
In the future, during my time studying and stuff, I was able to get some arcane ability, and through that I can cast my magic without using traditional components such as words or hand motions.
Oh, by the way, are we all still level 4? Or did you guys level up?
You're level 4, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we're
will
still
level
level
up
4.
once this investigation is over.
Okay.
So, just for future reference, when I take off my glasses, is when I'm going to use my mind reading ability.
Ooh, I like
Taking
that.
off his glasses also make him checks here like a librarian.
It's up to you. The glasses do
Yeah.
look pretty good on him, I'll say that much. But,
Yeah.
So it makes him uglier.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You really get to see his baggy. He has fucking giant bags under his eyes.
Yeah, the glasses hide
And,
them.
really, yeah.
I need to be
They-
rich. I must serve out my food and that, or well, my wrappers. Right, I have sweet potato chips and Doritos. That's irrelevant. I'll be right back.
Nice.
Okay.
Basically,
Greg, you said you came back earlier, but I haven't heard from you. Oh, wait, he's just entirely gone now.
Just
Okay.
straight up gone.
Did he say why?
No.
Okay.
Greg is dead.
I guess so,
So-
yeah.
We're down to 3, baby. Let's go.
Actually, you're down to
Hope we
2
don't
right
get
now.
the call.
Well, I mean, in general, like,
Yeah.
Knock just shows up.
yeah, no,
Eli. He
Eli.
just shows up. Yeah, Knock, as in the guy from Pathfinder campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ripperoni. But yeah, that was a close call, Justin. Good thing you're an intelligent man.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. That was benevolent of Alex to give me that.
Yeah,
Well, I
for
did get
real.
that 20. I did get a 29.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you did get a 29. I was like, oh, he has to like notice everything you could possibly notice. Shit.
Honestly, the
she's-
fact that if she just straight up didn't do jack shit, then like it would have been a lot more fucked. If
Well, she had to
didn't
hide
use
some
the-
stuff.
She didn't have the dreaming dust, then
What's
what
the
wa- it's a good thing we didn't drink that fucking tea, by the way.
Yeah, literally though.
The
like,
tea
why
was
would
fine,
we-
actually.
Did we start the interrogation yet or no?
No, they haven't started
No.
yet, no.
Okay.
I was just saying all of that bullshit so that basically taking off my glasses is a signal to ask very pointed questions.
Okay.
What are the
Like,
points?
try to
Just-
direct.
So, yeah, so Justin can read, like, her mind a little bit while she answers here. And
Yeah.
if you ask her questions, it'll bring, more relevant thoughts to the forefront of her mind.
Yeah, just doing that organically, essentially.
Yeah, Okay, just listing the questions that we would do, it'd probably be like, what did you give her? Like, probably, invisibility potion and whatnot, but, just to
I don't know. We
confirm.
can intuit that. Basically, if she,
How do you know her? How do you know of,
this is
Nisa?
out. This is like out of the place. By the way, we should get all of our questions straight through.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so how do you know her? Like, what, what's your game? What are you
is
trying
your
to...
favorite color?
Ooh, no, wait.
Green. Ah!
Um, yeah, we're just getting the questions out of the way first. Trey.
Okay. I have high charisma, so I could persuade. I have high persuasion, so I could persuade her.
Same. I'm just saying, like, we want to get the questions first before, like, just winging it and making asses of ourselves.
Why not both?
I don't think you have to prep too hard for this. It's pretty easy to ask some good questions.
No. Okay. Let's bring her about. Bring out the breathing salts, the smelling salts. Wake her up.
Yeah.
She's probably still awake. It only lasts for a minute. It's just like,
Yeah,
we
it
don't...
Yeah,
only
it's
lasts
basically
a
just
minute,
for her
so-
to like suggest a new memory to you very quickly and then have that overwrite your existing one.
Yeah, so the first question would be, like, what memories did you get rid of? As one question. Just to make
Well, it's
sure.
pretty obvious that she got rid of our memories of her doing sussy shit. Wanted to move the merchandise.
Did you make us forget?
Let's see, Baka.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go talk to her.
Yeah, you go into her cell.
Still coming up with
I-
stuff.
I'll tell you anything you want to know if you can get me out of this place. I haven't done that much wrong, have I?
Well, for one, you poisoned us.
I did not poison you. I simply suggested some things. Look, there
With
were things.
highly illegal drugs.
I messed up, okay? But this is my business. I've got to pay for my kids' studies.
It's your business to break the law.
Well, I'll stop all that. I promise.
Okay, well then answer our questions.
I will, but I'll
What
answer your
did
questions if you agree to at least to give me a bit of a, stand. If I have a trial, just please tell them that this is part of a plea deal. That I've been very cooperative, and that I promise I won't do any of this again.
Depends on how cooperative you are.
Yes, we'll consider it based on the information you give us. And if you are lying, that won't bode well for you.
I won't lie again. I promise you. I understand the position I'm in. What are your questions?
Alright, so first things first. What memories did you get rid of ours?
I just wanted to get rid of the potions and Dream Lily that I had in the safe before you were, had a warrant to look at them. Obviously you all saw me, so I used some dreaming dust, and fortunately at the time it worked. But somehow, this Barnaby, I believe, noticed that I had done something. I don't know how. Should have left a trace, but you caught on, and well, the only memories I got rid of were that of me going to my safe and taking stuff out and asking my my dear gods to bring it to the the hidey hole that I have in the streets.
So it's safe to assume that given your string of lies, you did sell invisibility potions to Nilasa, amongst other things.
Oh, but I didn't just sell them. I sold her Dream Lily, I sold her an invisibility potion, and we also contracted a shipment of, how should I say this? Magical weaponry from the family. that we were going to pick up and bring to Gale's allies in the Cloudwood.
And did those magical weapons account for the majority of the high bill that Niasa paid?
Oh yeah, it was all of it pretty much. Yeah. She paid the money to me, and I paid the money to my contact in the family, and we were going to both go, on a meeting to the contact point, and complete the transaction.
Is what's his name reading the thoughts right now? Or?
Oh yeah, Justin, are you reading thoughts or not?
His name.
Not. I wasn't quite yet.
Okay.
She seems pretty truthful.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Now I am going to start to do it because
Okay.
now it's time to ask like the who to this.
Yeah. Okay. Ask any question, and maybe some thoughts will come to the forefront of your mind.
I just want to clarify one more thing. So where are those weapons now?
The weapons, I don't know where they are, but they're going to be shipped to us on the 4th, on an island outside of Sean. It's about 20 miles away. They're being shipped straight from Thrain.
Will they be heavily guarded?
Yes, by the family.
Who? Who's the family again?
It's a criminal
That's
organization from Thrain. They believe in eliminating the evils of the Sean. They think, like the crime here, it's a poison of evil. They wish to, fill their role in a more moral, ethical, and supportive way. Instead of taking advantage of the people here, they'll support them. It's a noble cause.
Yeah.
The Sean Watch, they don't do anything for the people down here. There's a reason why the Bormars and the Dask, the everyone, they do everything here. They take advantage of the people because they need something. They need protection. They need services. They need governance, society. If Sean won't cover them, then somebody else will. The family, though, they can do it better. They can. I don't know. They can make things right around here in a way that we wouldn't be able to with just pleading to the Lord Governor constantly. Regardless,
I will say,
the family's the one that's going to be
you-
doing the shipment.
All right.
And you mentioned Gale and her allies. Could you elaborate on that? Is that
We're giving the wands to Gales and some of her friends, yeah. Make it easier to do operations. They need weapons.
What do you know about?
And they're expensive. Nilasa, I had her running invisibility potions over the city, and she eventually accrued enough money to earn all this gold, and some of it was given to her by some benefactors, I'm sure. I only paid her a few hundred gold with our time together.
Who are these benefactors?
Probably Gale herself, if I had to guess. And
Is that
at the forefront of her mind, it's just Gale and her ally, just shifter allies. The Swords of Liberty, she thinks of the Duchess, too. From the first adventure, a little bit.
yeah.
She would be there at the exchange.
Oh, Gale wouldn't be there, no. Gale doesn't make meetings like that. She's a high-profile target.
Makes sense.
It's quite
And,
sad, honestly. I've never talked to her. I just know that Nilos is a big fan.
Was a big fan.
Oh, was. Sorry, it's hard for me to remember. She's dead now. I don't know what I would have done with the deal, given that information. She was supposed to come with me on that.
Wait, I have an idea.
Yeah, baby.
Alright, well, I am an expert of disguise. So I could obtain the magical weapons without us even fighting
Oh.
the mob or whatever.
Look.
And I could pose as Nilasag with you in exchange for your immunity for your wrongdoings.
I would be more than willing to help you with that. That sounds like an excellent idea. That would cover everything over, and you could take that contraband and hide it away. Yes, indeed. That sounds like a great idea. It's set to happen in 2 days from now.
Alright. I think you might have just found your way out.
Thank you. I'll help you in any way I can. I'm sorry I deceived you. I just thought it would ruin my life if I didn't. You know?
Alright, we're doing a sting operation, boys.
You are set to do a bit of a sting operation here if you so desire. She tells you, Dion Feldman, the man on the back of that of the receipt there. He's a member of. He's my contact with the family. He's a member of their organization. He was going to take us on a ship. Also on the back of that receipt, the ship goes by the name Silvo. On their family wharf. I'll point it out on your map. It's in the cliffside, obviously. We'll be meeting at midnight on the 3rd, going into the 4th. So I guess it's actually tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And that's where we'll be making the deal.
Alright.
We're going to be sailing off there to an island off coast, and then the deal will be made. As long as you look like a suitable substitute, then we can just take those wands and be on a merry way. Now, the one issue is going to be that they might already know that she's dead, which would make it hard to... Look, if you could disguise yourself as my husband, who is also a gnome, thankfully, that might be more believable, and then we would complete the transaction made. But if you disguise yourself as Nilasa, I'm sure they know already that she has perished.
Yes, that does make sense.
But I was the one who made the deal, so it should not be a problem.
Okay.
Hopefully. It is currently 3 p.m.
We have plenty of time for other leads.
Alright, I choose to imagine the next course of hours as an episode of 24, just in D&D format.
Yeah, but what are their numbers, just in case
Their numbers?
things...
Let God
Yes.
look this up, because he doesn't know exactly. A shit ton.
Alright, how much is it between 20
15 people in general would be there.
Okay,
15 people.
alright. That's not too bad, depending on who they are.
Yeah.
Like, if they're a bunch of
Yeah,
chads...
we're not
and-
trying to fight them, we're trying to completely just... Yeah, we're just trying to deceive them. Violence would be a last resort.
15
Obviously,
people would be a
we'll-
lot for you to take at once, but you could probably get away with it, maybe? You guys are
We
pretty good
need
fighters.
We need to, yeah. Well, I think we can find out more if we start off under friendly pretenses with them.
Yeah, potentially.
Also, we will have to. I can obviously go on the boat with the with the family and with what's the Pathicus name?
Her name is Deniska.
Deniska. Okay. So Deniska and Tikert will go with the family to receive the weapons and complete the trade, and then everyone else can maybe trail them on a boat from a distance.
Yes, that sounds good. I mean, obviously you have access to all those invisibility potions. Perhaps you'd want to go in, invisibly. For the deal.
This is
Alright,
true.
So, here's my question. What's stopping you from sounding the alarm as soon as the deal's happening?
I'm not an idiot. You guys have logged me as a
That's a good
criminal.
point.
You guys will probably write this up, put it in a report. If you guys are killed, then it's my head that's on the chopping block.
True, unless you end up escaping with the family and receiving their protection. But
You do need to trust me to a degree. Justin, at the forefront of her mind, it does not seem to be her lying at all. She seems like truthful here.
Alright.
She genuinely is like, shit. I mean, I wasn't planning on betraying these guys. That's like what she's thinking at the forefront. And with that, your
Now that
read
you
mind, your
mentioned
detect
it.
thoughts ends, because it's been a minute, at least.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's our next best lead. That whole sting operation will probably take a while. I doubt we'll be able to do that right now. Also, other
It's
people
not. It's
wanna
not
play
until
next
tomorrow
time,
night
fun.
anyway.
Huh?
It's not. It's not going to be in world. It's tomorrow night. So
Yeah.
You have time to do other things right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we still have more questions to ask her. So,
Yeah, ask away.
All right. Actually, what questions do I know we haven't gotten to the ones that we were going to ask her, but I'm forgetting what they are now. So we only asked her a few.
Tech thoughts would have probably ran out by now.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but we can still ask her.
You can still ask her. She's being pretty truthful as far as you guys can tell.
So, does your partner know about all of this?
Yes, he does.
Is he actually a stage magician?
Yeah, he is. He knows what I do. It's just he doesn't help me with any of it. He just knows. That's not illegal, is it?
Oh, he's not arrested yet, is he?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we need to arrest him. Well, can we just defer this to? Can we just get the fucking generic guards to just put out a warrant for his arrest?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to put out a warrant for your husband's arrest. Just
What?
so
No. He had nothing to do with this. You have no evidence.
You just admitted to him doing it. What?
He didn't help me or anything. He just knew about it. That's not illegal, is it?
That's called aiding and abetting a criminal. So yes.
Is it? Actually-
Justin, you know that is actually illegal. Yeah. Believe it or not.
That is in fact illegal. Well,
Jesus,
that being
streaming
said,
the
if you
wrong
do
stream.
actually help us with this, then could probably get him under the same plea deal sort of thing arrangement we had set up.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's
Or-
what it takes.
And this is a crucial question. Is there anyone else besides your husband that's privy to this deal and the goings on with Nilasa?
Anyone else that's other than the family? No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe. I know she got help writing the. She was put in contact with me initially, because she contacted the family, and then they put her with me. She did some work to prove her, she's loyal. I believe the person who wrote her initially, she had to write it in the Thranish customs and everything. I believe the person that did that for her, he goes by the name. What was his name? There's lots of names here. His name was Hennet Rennis.
Is that someone we recognize or not?
No. He was the patron of the Thinking Man. The Thinking Man's Tavern.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I think we know our next lead. Well, later, I guess. Because it's not late enough for that, I don't think.
It's late enough, actually, I would say.
Okay, sure.
If you wanted to. It'd be slightly poppin'.
Bopping. Bomping.
Boppin' and poppin'.
Do you have any more questions for her?
You sound like you're fading. You sound very tired.
Yeah.
Damn. Why
Any more questions?
Blah 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 blah. I think we asked her pretty much everything. She was pretty darn.
And with that, you're off!
Yeah, we'll ask later. If
What
something
would thee like to do now?
want to go to the tavern then, right?
If you so desire.
Okay.
Is it an appropriate time for that?
It would probably be best to wait 2 hours-ish.
I thought you said it was the time, buddy.
But it would. I mean, people would be there, but maybe not everyone would be there.
Okay.
If you want to
people with a
maximize the number
fireball.
of people, then just wait a couple hours.
Sure. What else do we have?
Yeah, plenty of other leads. Although that being said, they
I guess the criminal accomplices, maybe. Where's that?
Yeah, we have no
Those are
way of
placed on a.
finding.
They're on a reformatory, which is on a series of ships several miles offshore, where prisoners are. They get like education and like. Basically, it's like a prison that doesn't like punish people, but it tries to like turn them into better citizens of the world.
Ooh, so it's like Sweden.
Yeah, yeah. It's very experimental. Run by a billionaire, based not actually billionaire in gold, but one of the like one of the higher ups of the dragon marked house Galanda, which is why it's called the dragon. Which is why it's called Galanda Reformatory.
Galanda is like the ship people? Question mark.
The Galanda is the people that run a bunch of inns. And yeah, they're really good at like healing people up and giving them a nice place to sleep and stuff.
So based on that, which is closer, like the uncle, or that?
To get to the reformatory, it'd probably take about an hour.
Compared to the other thing.
To get to where the uncle is, it would take several hours, like 3-ish,
Yeah.
2 to 3.
We're going to the reformatory, I guess, as like to min-max time.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You request access to the reformatory, you'd have to go down to Cliffside, which would take you about 45 minutes, and then you get on a ship, you flash your badge, and you go on a rowboat that goes out to shore. Like goes out into the ocean, not a rowboat, but like a small sail, onto the ships here, which you can still see the towering heights of Sharn in the distance, and the many mountains surrounding it. But you're led up onto one of the ships here. Greeting you, you see a halfling, a short one. He has sort of like shoulder length orange hair. He's pretty skinny, and he shakes whoever walks up to him's hand.
Yeah.
Pretty vigorously. Welcome. My name is Derek Galanda. This is the project which my father started. It's been very successful, I must say.
Is it a nice boat or like?
These are basically these boats are basically like old warships that don't need to be used anymore since the war is over.
Yeah. Okay.
The ship seems really clean. Justin, you know this since you have such a good history score with society and stuff. But one of the ships of this thing recently, it's basically like a series of 12 ships, but it used to be 13. About a month ago, one of them burned down.
One of the ships burned down, you said?
Yeah, one of the ships of the reformatory. It killed a few dozen prisoners and guards.
Okay. Any
Alright.
idea why it burned down?
There's rumors that it was because one of them was a rat and talked about or something, like to protect the Boromars. Maybe.
Oh, oof.
Maybe.
But these are just rumors.
All right.
Remember.
But yeah.
But anyway, Derek Galanda, you can see clearly he has a dragon mark on his arm.
I'd imagine.
He takes you down to the cell with quotation marks. It's basically like where like crew people on the ship would have slept, in like a little room on the ship, and he lets you in. Above the cell, there's like the string band that's playing some music or something, giving it a lively attitude. But the men down here don't seem to want to participate. Have a nice day. If you have any questions, I'll be right outside to help you. This is the people you were looking for. I believe this is Ford Sorghum, as he points to a shifter in the corner of the room who just looks dead in the eyes, and Travis Stoddard, as he points to a half-elf with long blonde hair, who just seems scared shitless now that you guys are here.
Right. We'll go for the scared shitless one.
Okay, yeah.
But yes, thank you very much. We'll try to not take up as much time as needed.
Indeed,
Just
indeed.
Stab him. I don't have a weapon.
I stabbed him with my dick.
What do you want, man? I'm not telling you anything.
Calm down. You're not in trouble.
What do you mean? Yes, I am. I'm in jail.
And perhaps
Fair point. Fair point.
And now the King's Citadel is after me. I stole some jewelry. Boo hoo! What are you here for?
That's not what we're here for. We're not actually here for something you've done. We're here to ask about someone else.
Yeah, you think
And
I'll tell you about
perhaps
that? You're dead wrong.
Perhaps if you do, we could help you out in this case.
Help me out,
By
you say?
Yes. We could make an arrangement of some sort. You have that power.
Release me from prison. And my friend, Ford. And I'll tell you everything.
Ford.
His friend Ford. Who is the
That's
shifter.
amazing name.
It's the shifter,
okay.
yeah.
Amazing
Release us from prison
name,
and
I
I'll
love
tell you everything you know. Everything that I know about whoever you want. You can do that, right?
Can we do
I mean,
that?
yeah, you can do that. You can pardon anybody or just say that they're not a prisoner anymore or whatever.
Alright,
course
and
we can.
what kind of a legal ramifications would that have, if any?
Literally none.
Yeah.
You can, I mean, yeah, so
so-
like, if you guys put a warrant out for somebody's arrest, they get arrested. They'll have a trial and everything, but they'll be put in, prison. Or what is it? It's actually the other way around,
so-
yeah. They'll be put in
Yeah.
jail. And if you want to free somebody from jail, all you have to do is say the word, and as long as you can, justify it with your investigation, no legal ramification at all.
Nice.
Um, All right.
Following the
we
law,
can-
it's really only for trials, honestly. Like, come on.
Ear.
Otherwise, yeah.
We can definitely arrange something.
Now, because of double
so
jeopardy in like Brayllish law, if you free somebody for a crime, then they can't be tried for it again. So it is a permanent sort of thing, unless you personally
They
arrest them
commit
again.
They commit the crime again.
If they commit the crime again, then obviously they'll be tried for that crime too. But it's just
we can definitely
The way you
arrange that.
described it is just like, okay, I can steal as many jewels as I
no,
want
no,
now.
no. That's not how double jeopardy works.
What if it turns out that it was your clone from the past?
Well, that would be weird,
Um,
but I don't think the courts manage that very well. Anyway,
But yeah, we can arrange that.
thank you.
However, I would definitely need to sparse the information first to see if it lines up in what we know before we can
Okay.
assess whether it's all right. Whether we can assess how reliable the information is.
Well,
I hope we can.
I could tell you
understand,
one thing or two, but I won't tell you everything until I'm free.
Of course.
Take me into the city. We can do the interrogation there, and if you like what I said, then you can free me right there. No need to.
That's not how this works.
Oh.
buddy.
Are you sure? I mean, I just thought that
We can-
whatever works for you, as long as you promise to free me if I tell you everything I know.
You have my word.
Okay. I hope it's good.
I assure you it's quite good. As long as your word is as good.
Being said, maybe like after we actually bring them over, then just out of game we should get one in a different cell and the other in another, and then just make sure that
Yeah.
they have the same story essentially.
Yes, definitely. Would your friend also agree to, this sort of arrangement? That would help us greatly and help your chances of getting freed. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, did you just time out? Is that Alex that just joining up?
Can you guys hear me now?
Now I can.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes my headset just cuts out and I have to unplug it and replug it.
Whoa, Dark Lanterns Eberron session 6. is
Wow.
live.
That's crazy.
Well,
But yeah, so the shifter in the he says I'm sure he would agree. He doesn't speak common very well, by the way. He speaks Druidic. If any of you know that, then you could interrogate him with that. But otherwise, I mean, I'm sure if you could speak his language, I'm sure he'd be happy to tell you whatever if I tell him about this. I could also translate for you.
I mean, do we know any druids on the Dark Citadel?
It's a pretty rare language to know. Roll charisma to have a contact that knows this.
Sure.
What?
It's
I'll
the
say-
language is Druidic.
I'll roll that because I'm a Chad.
Okay.
Although I'll probably roll bad. So just flat charisma.
Or persuasion, I guess that'll work too.
So wait, I think I have better persuasion.
How much, buddy?
I have +5.
+8.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, baby.
26. Yeah, you know a guy who knows a guy that knows Druidic. That is
Hell
pretty
yeah.
trustworthy, and he's a member of the Sharn Watch.
He's
That,
part
well,
of the hippie department, I guess.
Yeah.
They have a contact that can translate. I hope you understand. We need to keep it a bit separate for the interrogation.
Oh, of course. He turns to Ford and says something to him in Druidic, and Ford just grunts and nods. He agrees to the terms we have.
That's good. We'll wait for my contact, Mr. Jerome.
Sure, Jerome. Yeah.
Rome.
He's quite in tune with nature.
As in, he does not bathe.
Yeah, basically.
But whatever. So do you guys want to bring him back to the Citadel for questioning, or do you want to do it here?
Probably. Yeah, that's a good question. Probably here to in case something happens, he doesn't break out or anything.
You wouldn't be able to get your contact unless you went back to the mainland, though. Is the thing.
Oh,
Okay, let's bring him back then.
sure.
We'll tell the guy that we need him for an investigation sort of thing.
Yeah.
One of
As in the person in charge.
Yeah, you talk back to the Galanda man, and he's like, "Oh yes, they'll come right with you then." Some guards come in, all halflings. They unshackle them from just being stuck in the cell. Their feet are still lightly manacled, so they can't run or anything. They're also they have handcuffs on their hands as well.
Yeah.
Lead them out however which way you want. We'll put them on the ship if you trust them to not, run too far. We can also manacle them to you guys if you want. if you're worried about them trying to run or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, just like
Just-
medical, the CAD, that'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
I
do
know,
that.
Right?
And you are whisked away back to a place where you can interrogate them
Yeah, sounds good.
at the Sean Watch station at which the druidic man you know is placed in the cliffside Sean Watch tower thing. You have them in separate rooms.
Yeah.
Ask them whatever you want.
All right. Me, Jesse, dx.dxe has stopped working. I the hold on. Can I get? I need to think a bit. Sorry.
Anyone else can ask questions too while he thinks.
Okay, I'm fine now. So which one are we talking to first, by the way? I'm guessing like the short one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, we're here to ask about a former ally you had before you were behind bars. They were known by their name is Nilasa.
Oh, Nilasa. What about her?
Yes. Well, let's just say she got into I'm trying to think of what to say. She had, well, unfortunately, she had passed away recently.
God, what? How?
I hope that she got involved with something much bigger than just jewel stealing, I would say. And we were wondering if you had any information to give with her dealings.
Well,
and how you know her, I guess.
We were, hanging out in a den of sorts in the west, in like the lower Dura. This was just before we all got picked up for the stuff I stole a couple of weeks, a few months ago. We were convicted, me and Ford, but there wasn't enough evidence against her because we kept our lips shut. So she's been walking free for now, but I think she had some notice for aiding and abetting us. It's whatever. But I remember the last time we discussed anything before our arrest, we were just reminiscing about old times together, and she was bragging about a big smuggling deal she was arranging before the watch raid picked them all of us up. But I know that Nilasa was working with a group of the newcomer. I think they're called. I don't remember what they're called, but it's a bunch of Thrain bastards from up north.
Family.
Oh yeah, the family. I've heard about them. Yeah, just really new. They only came in the past few months, but they've been clobbering the Bormas. Anyway, she was making some deal with them. There's some eldritch repository from something or other. Bunch of wands infused with magic in them for something. Yeah, what's the one thing where like things act weird? I think it's called like a manical zone, like a manifesto? Yeah, that thing. Yeah, it was from one of those. Yeah.
Wait, so what did he say about that?
Basically, there's a large cache of wands which are charged with energy from another plane of existence that she had smuggled in from Thrain through the family. All
right.
They're edging on all the smuggling operations the Boromar used to run. The two are at war practically, but they Neither of them kill anyone, as far as I know. They both sworn it off. It's an
Yeah,
economic
so
battle more than anything.
I just tap Barnaby, just like, do you know what an Eldridge repository is?
Roll Arcana!
Boom! 21, baby!
When it relates to manifest zones and the word eldritch, usually the two are put together relating to something from the plane of negative energy, Mabar. Although it could be from something else too. But most likely this is something from the plane of negative energy that influenced some zone and was used to infuse wands with some funky special magic juice that would make them a bit more potent in the hands of a novice.
Alright. So basically,
they found a bunch of wands that were enchanted with energy from a negative zone, and they're trying to sell those because they're more powerful, especially for the more untrained.
She was gonna do the delivery on it was like it would be midnight tomorrow, I believe is when it would be. She had some ally she called the house elf, which you all recognize is the name of the magician husband of Deniska.
yes.
She was gonna go out, link up with some members of the family, and sail out to the meetup place somewhere out offshore. They're paying tens of thousands of gold pieces for the hole. I don't know where the hell she got all that. We asked her how she got the money, and she waved casually and just said that Gale had many friends among Murphy. The money came from... I don't know what they're talking about. I've never heard of an elf from the ocean.
Ah, okay. Okay, that's some information. Go on.
But pretty much what she told me was she got the money from Gale and her allies in the sea itself.
Okay. What else is there? So far,
I don't know much else about her recent adventures. I mean, she's always been smuggling stuff across the city for who knows who. I've known her for ages. We used to have a thing, her and I, before she broke it off with me because I was a bit of a dick back then. But it's been a while. It's been like 20 years.
bullshit, 20 years? Fucking
We live a
shit.
while. I know it's hard for.
Oh, yeah, they are both elves.
Yeah,
Sorry,
half elf,
Oh.
but still, yeah.
Oh, halfling.
No, he's a half elf. Sorry.
I'm also a half elf, so yeah.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah.
But yes, so far this information has been pretty in line with what we've heard, so there's something to look forward to.
Yeah, he basically is just confirming what you already knew, except for the
The ocean elf thing.
and confirming that she got the money from Gale.
Yeah. That's good. Alright, something else. Oh, something
Do you know the goblin dude? Dr. von Rassenhausen?
Dr. von Recklinghausen? I've never heard of him.
Okay. Sure. Is that the elf dude? Or
That's the
I don't
goblin.
remember. Goblin, yeah, the goblin dude. Or
Yeah,
someone
the
else.
goblin doctor.
Okay. So, how long have you been imprisoned?
Well, just for the past month.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll be out by the end of the year.
Oh, the end of the day, if this goes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, the end of today. I forgot you guys were freeing me.
Yeah. So, why, what did you need the jewels for?
My daughter, she needs money. Look, after the war, a lot of jobs were, no longer necessary. The economy tanked hard. I need some way to, feed her. Now she's in an orphanage.
Oh no.
Ew. That sucks.
All right.
Look, if I could get if I could, give her a good life straightly, then I wouldn't risk prison for stealing random stuff. I only do it out of necessity. I'm not evil.
Yes, of course.
Roll
We-
insight to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll roll insight also. If that's okay.
22. That's a nat 20, baby.
He seems more genuine about this than he has seemed about anything else.
Yeah.
This is like part of his inner heart. This is part of his like true conviction.
Okay, yeah.
All right. We'll keep that in mind. We might be able to do something about that as well.
Well, yeah, if I'm free, then I can just take her out of the orphanage.
Oh, really?
She doesn't have any other
Okay.
family. Her mother abandoned her, and I don't even know who my parents are.
Time to just straight up adopt her. Because of me.
Um,
Freedom to-
we could set you up with more legitimate work if that's up your alley.
Oh, well, of course it would be. Yeah, I'm good at jeez, I'm not really good at much. I'll be honest.
I'm sure we can come
Will we
up
be
with.
able to do that?
I can
Yeah.
read, and I can speak Druidic. That's something, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm good with numbers. Sometimes.
Which ones?
All of them.
You like numbers? Name 5 of them.
You like numbers, name all of them.
Hey, look, man. Being able to add and subtract is it's like a hot topic. That's valuable out here. And read. Most people
Alright.
don't have both of those.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair. All right.
But yes, I'm sure we can come up with something.
Yeah, and then
For your health.
Right.
And so you don't fall into the same trappings as what got you here in the first place.
Look, man, I kind of
Um,
agree with what Nilasa was saying. There's ways we could. I mean, just helping me out individually won't help everyone else. You have to change the whole city,
Oh,
all of governance. This is why we should have a voice in what's being done instead of King Boronel having executive privilege over everything.
See, you make a fair point, but I get handsomely compensated by the city, so I really don't give a fuck about you.
Oh, at least you're freeing me. You don't have to care about me. I don't have to care about you.
Fair enough.
Look, obviously there are issues in some cases, but
I'd probably be more willing to help, but Cad could
What?
probably kill me in a single round of combat.
what? No. Obviously there are issues with the government. There's issues in every government.
Traitor!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Are you a secret police officer with a conscience? That's
Yeah. It's not secret police, buddy, but
imagine having a conscience as you're throwing people into the gulag.
That's what I'm doing, correct?
whatever Thrain is doing will be worse than what is now. I believe.
Let's see. Alright, so what else do we have to ask him? Nothing really. Alright.
Yeah, nothing,
Okay,
real,
so-
nothing else really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to end here maybe so we don't get too far ahead for why?
I guess we'd just like
we should corroborate and see if what the furry guy had is
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah,
The furry
sure,
guy,
yeah, sure.
through
Okay, do that.
translations, doesn't really tell you anything else that's new.
Okay.
Does he have a daughter as well? That's
No, but he was asking if, he was like, he has, multiple girlfriends that he wanted to visit him in jail. He didn't realize that he was just being freed, so he was trying to figure out a way if you guys could, smuggle one of his, his hoes into jail with him.
Does he not want to get out of jail?
He just assumed he was gonna stay there.
Oh, okay. Well, would you rather be in or out?
He'd rather be out.
Obviously, like the place gets lit on fire occasionally.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll need to look into what the girlfriend has, but
Yeah, just put the girlfriend in the gulag instead. Soul
Anyway,
for a soul.
do you guys wish to free these men?
um, I don't know enough about the. Well, yeah, sure. It doesn't seem like they're doing that bad stuff, but I definitely like specifically want to set the other dude up so that he doesn't
Okay.
do more crimes.
You can
pretty
ask
much.
your boss if you can if there's any like
Yeah,
openings.
like sure.
Or like
why not?
recommend him later
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
You can do 1 + 1 = 2.
Sure. Yeah, like give him a chance.
I don't know. Maybe
buddy.
there's a desk job somewhere.
Yeah. It's not much in the grand scheme of things, but it's a start. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's a good place to stop. Also, I guess we would like, does it seem like the other dude would do a crime afterwards? Like, I guess I
Well, I
recommend
mean-
both.
Okay. You recommend both. I mean, the shifter doesn't even speak common. Is one issue.
Yeah, maybe I would like, I don't know.
Get
Like,
a nice
we're-
fry cook job.
But maybe I mean, you could try to like, if you want to, you can during one of your off days in the future, you can like ask around for like manual labor for him or something.
Maybe like school, like for common specifically. I guess I don't know. to-
Oh, like like pay for his schooling.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, that'll cost 10 gold.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
He will be learning common over the next year.
Yeah, sounds good.
it's second language classes.
Yeah, so basically it's like I would give 20 gold to each of them. for,
Okay.
like, and on top of the 10 gold for
Oh,
like
wow,
one
wow.
class.
Look how kind you are. Wow.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, he got paid. He got more money than I did.
No, they don't complain. Money's money, man.
Yeah, you don't need to care about me, but believe it or not, there are people who care, even though it doesn't seem like it at times.
They both thank you profusely. The shifter bends down and licks your feet out of some weird custom they have.
You don't need to do that, but I appreciate the the gesture.
I appreciate the feet licking.
You've changed my whole life. This is like, I would have to spend like a whole month getting this, or more. You just giving it to me? Thank you.
An investment.
I hope you can thank me with your own tongue later.
What?
Take care.
Say-
Wait, is it a chain shifter or like the other dude?
Yeah, the other dude's talking to you right now. The shifter doesn't
Okay.
know how to speak to you.
I was just thinking that like he was getting translated from like.
No.
Okay. Don't mention it. Take care of your daughter.
I'll do my best.
Family is quite important.
Nothing's more powerful than family, baby.
Yeah, you know, buddy.
Eventually, when you guys are about to die, you're out of the count. He comes in with a shotgun with his daughter, and they start blasting up everybody.
That'd be so good.
That's going to be my next character.
Can my next character be the little girl with the shotgun?
But yeah, unless there's anything else you guys want to do, I think it's good to wrap up. I guess.
All right.
Good point. How does the shifter respond?
No, the shifter is the one that licked your feet. I was just the one that was
Yeah,
talking
sure.
to you was the half elf.
Okay.
The
Well, good-
the half elf was the one licking his feet.
Yeah.
No. Half elves don't do that.
Well, good luck, gentlemen. Take care of yourselves and the people in your lives.
Okay. Ooh.
All right,
Yeah.
we learned a bit about like that they got the money
Got
from
some
Gale.
big ass clues.
Indeed.
Ooh, we got some ass clues.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
that.
we know that Gale probably dummy thick.
Yeah, she got money.
Nice.
She got cash.
She fits it all in her back pockets.
And Gale is the ultimate goal you guys have here. He's fucking her up,
Is there?
putting her behind bars.
You guys want to watch some Top and Flop?
What is that?
What?
That's the best show.
Is this one you talked about last time, or?
Top and Flop is the #1 public access television show on Spectrum Cable.
Okay, well, no, you've convinced me.
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
Right.
Oh wow! I see
Jeez,
how
this man looks like he does not get that much sleep. No offense to him. Actually, a lot of offense to him.
Oh, Greg messaged me.
Hey
Okay, then.
Dan, sorry for what do you say?
He just had to go for something, I guess, because he is visiting his brother. To be fair.
That was fair.
Greg's hot brother.
Yes.
Yeah, the hot one. Wait, is it the hot one? I don't know if he has any other brothers.
Yeah, it's the hot brother. Yeah.
Brother?
No, he has one brother
Are you-
that's especially hot.
How you spell receipt? I'm a
Um,
dumb.
RECEIP.
You think I know how to spell receipt? That's like my #1 hardest word to spell.
Really?
Yeah,
I
that
just
license.
know. Well, I just know from seeing it on receipts, because they always say receipt.
Yeah, well,
Spell
are
it
you
like this,
are
hold
you
on.
a smarty pants, huh, Mister? I can spell receipt correctly every time.
Oh, why is there a P? Are you fucking with me?
This is the English language. Don't act like you're surprised about our shitty orthography.
True. Got a receipt.
You lost your right to complain about how things are spelled in English after like kindergarten.
I hope that I hope those dudes are doing well later on when we're in another adventure.
Alex, join the stream. Enrich
Fuck.
yourself culturally.
Hold on.
Expect those bands to be the next mayors when we depose the old ones.
You're gonna get depose the old mayors of the city and.
That's funny.
I am Pod. We're going to have a sting operation next session.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll finally
Yeah,
get these guys
baby.
hit. It'll be Pod just fuck.
Imagine needing a disguise kit instead of
I
casting
wonder.
the guy itself.
Is the Berserk Mega Link still up? No, I don't think so. Lucky.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've been looking for a good source for Berserk because the only good source, the only HD source I could find is like a website which has ads on
Wait,
it, which I
I have
hate.
all of it downloaded locally.
Yeah, where do I download it locally? And whenever I find a download, it's like not very high quality.
Wait, I could probably like.
If you could
drop
link me
out
if you could link me where I can download a high quality rip.
I have it. I can literally
Okay.
send it to you. So it's.
If you're able to do that, that'd be cool. Yeah.
It's 4.45 gigabytes. I don't
That's
know
fine,
if I
yeah.
can fit that on my drive. I think I could, or I don't know if it would let me fit that on my.
Because
drive.
that's the main thing that's been stopping me from reading Berserk because I don't have like a perfect I just want a high quality version with no ads.
Who we got?
Really, I'm surprised you can't find the raw files download like anywhere.
Or I don't know, I didn't look that hard, but every time I did
Okay.
try, it wasn't that like I could find them, but it wasn't like perfect quality.
Well, I have all of it, baby.
All right.
But you must join the stream first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spectrum is planning to drop 22 channels, including Corncob TV. Shit.
No.
Corncob TV.
22 channels
TV.
Corncob TV. They're saying by the end of 2022, Corncob TV
Um,
won't be available on
went
your
there.
cable menu. That means you won't be able to see some of your favorite Corncob TV shows, including Coffin Flop. They're saying they want to drop Corncob TV because we showed over 400 naked dead bodies.
Oh, God.
Corncob TV shows. It's time to tell Spectrum, no.
Yeah.
Not a show. It's just hours and hours of footage of real people falling out of coffins at funerals.
How's that?
There's no
How do you have that?
body after body.
How's that
How's
allowed
that
to
possible?
They're saying it's impossible that many dead bodies are falling out of coffins every day. And it's impossible that one out of every 5 of them are nude. I don't know what to tell you, bud. We're just shooting funerals and showing the ones where the bodies fly out. They're saying, no way. You must have rigged something. I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit. I've been waiting a long time for a hit on Corncob TV. I didn't fucking do this. They're saying we don't have the permissions of the family. I said we don't need permissions of the family. We're allowed to show him nude because they ain't got no soul. The guys at Spectrum think I'm just some dumb kid. They said that to me at a dinner. Call Spectrum and say, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of this. There's worse shit on the local news. This was so fucked up. And people are mad at me because I showed a bunch of naked dead bodies with their spread blue butts flying out of bottles. Really? I'm done. Do what you